Hello everybody, and welcome to the Secret of Evermore Part 3 Remake, otherwise known as the final video of the Secret of Evermore, one of the best SNES RPG games ever made, and it's definitely a hidden gem, if not an underdog, to a lot of games that a lot of people didn't know about. And unfortunate to say that it didn't get the reputation that it definitely should have. But we're at the end almost, and you guys get to experience it firsthand through me. And now, we're going to go into the end game content. So we left off in the last video at the near end of the Renaissance area. So now, we're going to finish up the Renaissance area, and after that, we have to go on to the final area and see the end of this game. And hopefully, at the end of this game, we'll see our little boy right here get home. Alright, well, you guys ready? As ahead of time, I always thank you for watching these videos, as well as subscribing to my YouTube channel. And for those of you who actually do subscribe to Twitch, unfortunate to say that I have yet to receive my very first subscription from Kick. But, you know, for Twitch, I do appreciate the ones that have been subscribing to help financially support this channel, as well as any future equipment that I could be getting using those funds. But aside from that, let me turn this off, and then we'll get started. I should probably just make a button for it, but you know, I just like, whatever. I'll buy a little key logger thing. They call it a stream deck. But I'll buy one of those eventually. So we got done killing a massive dragon boss in the last video. Yeah, he was a little punk. But thing is that we're almost there. I don't see the bat. You see the bat anywhere? I don't see the bat anywhere. Huh. The bat's just not here. Oh, there he is. You see him? He's right here next to my character. So we have to go north. Aha, there's the bat. And there's the bat again. Oh, you little shit. God damn it. We're gonna go to the Ivory Tower, because we came from Ebon Tower. Now we're going to the sister castle, which is Ivory. It's kind of like the other half of, like, you know, there's the good half, and then there's like the bad half of every character in this game. And so we're gonna go see the evil version, or the good version, whichever one it is, of Direction to the Ivory Tower. If you ever want to go back to Ebon Keep, you just have to go the opposite direction. Okay, so here's the... Oh, you know what? I actually remember that I have already done all this. We just have to reload. So we're gonna do an unofficial load, which I think is 3, or is it 5? Yeah, because we're already here. I remember that I forgot that I was gonna load it right here, but either way, it was a nice little reminder of what we just went through. We're already here at the actual place. All that happens is basically I killed a dragon, and then I pop up over here. Well, what have we here? You're not from Ebon Keep or Ivory Tower, as far as I can tell. No, we're from Podunk. Can't say that I've ever heard of Podunk. Maybe you've heard of me. My name's Cecil, of Baron Castle. Heard about my victory over Zeromus? Can't say that I have. How about that time I turned into a paladin? Doesn't ring a bell. How about my adventure on the moon? I don't think so. Well, Suffice it to say, I've been almost everywhere, and I've done almost everything. Now I've settled down with my wife, Rosa, and we live in a quiet life here in Ebon Keep. Is all of this your armor? Yes, this is my business. I sell items that I've accumulated over the years. It's nice, but the business has been slow lately. But with most people leaving for Ivory Tower, why didn't you leave too? Just stubborn, I guess. We didn't feel right about it. Still don't. You seem like a nice kid, but you're never gonna get anywhere with that Shinzi armor. Let me suit you up in style. What can I do for you? Well, let's change money. Okay, well let's buy an item. Let's see what he sells. He has a dragon claw. We have like $5,000. I may as well get our upgraded equipment. Alright. I appreciate your business. Please take this powerful weapon as my thanks. I found it in one of my adventures in the jungle of the plateau. We got the bazooka. And we even got a thunder projectile. The problem is the bazooka, okay, so you see how Thunderball says one? Well, it's technically one shot. So we actually need to get the rest of the ammunition, which doesn't come until the next area, but it's a nice little hint of what we're to be expecting in this area. There is no point in me leveling up the lance because there's going to be another one anyway, so we're just going to go back to the horn spear. And then we're going to go and change up my armor. So we go from 55 to now 73. 72, and for this one, 65. So I'm a lot stronger now. As for the dog, well, dog, or otherwise God, is pretty powerful as is. So we're pretty good to go. Alright. Now let's go see who's in this depressing city. Everybody's gone. Sounds like the whole damn world. Everybody's gone. All that's left is terrible people. My alchemy business has all but dried up. I'm thinking of retiring. You're such a cutie. Let me teach you a useful alchemy spell. 1 acorn and 2 parts water. What's this one called? Gradually restores hero's HP. Really? Ooh, it's called regrowth. Well... how often do we ever use any of the other ones? But then again, at the same time, I don't really need an HP restoration spell. Maybe I could get rid of the fireball. I don't really need fireball now, do I? Let's see. Fireball. Regrowth. We'll get regrowth, and we'll get rid of the fireball spell. Where is it? It's not it. There we go. Get rid of that one. Remember, I see what you guys see, so it's kind of sometimes hard for me to know what I'm picking. Oh, we're definitely gonna want the heal spell. Alright. Yeah, we'll buy some ingredients. Let's get some acorns. And let's get some clay. And then we'll buy a little bit more acorns, and then that should be good. We don't need that many. Yeah, whatever I cannot see what you guys see. I have to kind of take a calculated guess of where the hell my cursor is on the game. And, you know, while I can move the webcam, it's kind of a, you know, pain in my ass. You're probably thinking in your mind, why don't I just play on another screen where I can see the full game myself? It's so I can monitor what you guys are seeing, so in case that you respond, I can respond back very quickly. Just the same as if there's any errors on your side, I'll know ahead of time. That's the reason I do it. And besides, I've been doing this for like almost a year straight. So it's not so bad for me. Is there anything over here? Nothing. Well, there ain't nobody here. Aha, the castle opens. I'm surprised to see there's no market system here besides the, you know, the person that was, having his little armor shop. Since we're here, we'll do an unofficial save. As you guys know, I'm a very big fan of unofficial saves because games like this are very, very difficult when you die. Good luck basically ever trying to get back to your situation without too much trouble. Okay, so I am king of the rats, I tell ya. King of the rats. I am claiming this castle in the name of disease, carrying vermin everywhere. Prepare to be plagued. Well, we're definitely going to use our charged ability against him. Careful, careful. He likes to do spells. He killed me in one shot. One shot. Why do you think I did an unofficial save? He killed me in one hit. God damn. We'll do a heal on both of us. Motherfucker. God damn. Okay, let's see. Regrowth is the region spell. We have Revealer, Revive, Crush, Speed. We'll put Speed on me. And we'll just get our charged ability ready. I am king of the rats. Blah 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 blah. Dog cannot help in this fight, unfortunate to say. Nice hit. My god, the damage he does is insane. My dog is dead. I have to make sure that God stays alive. Because God is very important to kind of nullify damage coming from me. Instead, he'll choose the dog. Sad to say, but, you know, it helps my situation. Nice, heal is level 3 now. Don't like that he heals himself, though. Yeah, because he's using the drain spell. We cannot allow our HP to get too low. Definitely want to heal. Oh shit, I canceled his spell with my heal. Stop it. Stop doing your spells, my god. Oh my god, he almost killed me. This rat is supposedly one of the hardest bosses in this game because he is so powerful. Go, 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 go. Hurry up and heal. Come on, baby, come on. I can kill him. I know I can. Good hit. Fuck your spell. Damn it. Yeah, he's a very, very tough boss, this one. It's because he has such insane speed at how fast he casts his spells. See, he's like so good that I'm like nervous and I'm talking all funny. Damn it, he freaking messed with me. Oh, he got my dog. I hate this guy so much. As long as I keep up this pace, I'll get him. He's only got so much HP, right? Heal dog. No, stop it. What the hell is plague? I've never seen that one. Is that like a poison spell? Let's cure both of us. Shit, it's acid rain. Oh no! Oh my god, he almost whooped my ass. Oh. I have got to take his ass down. Oh my god, he is so powerful. What the freaking crap is his issue? Die already. Fuck your explosion. Let me see, what should I do for dog? Dog first and then me. Or actually, both of us at the same time. Then dog. No! Oh my god, I hate you so much. What the hell is this boss? Wait, why can't I heal dog? Oh my god, I can't heal dog. Nullify the damage on him. I really should just start using the call beads at this point. God dang. I think I might want to go call beads on him. Like, purely. Let's see what I can do. Time warp, confound. Let's go with life spark. Or actually, you know what? Let's do the storm on him. And then we'll do a biscuit for dog. We should definitely heal boy. Okay, we want to heal dog as quickly as possible. And then we want to do a heal on both of us. This boss is insane. This is why I saved the call beads. It's for moments like this. Yeah, you want to spam spells? So can I. No, not explosion. Holy shit. Oh, this boss is insane. Is he dead? No, he's not. I cannot believe I'm going through every single call beat on him. This music is intense, isn't it? I got him! Oh my god! Oh my god. He is so ridiculous. That boss is like the worst one to fight. If I had the bazooka ahead of time, I would have whooped his ass. But the problem is that even with the bazooka, we're gonna do an unofficial save. Is that even with the bazooka, I only had one bullet with it, because we're not at space right now, which is actually the next area. But god, dang it. I did a playthrough on this like 8 months ago, and I'm telling you that 8 months later, he is still a pain in the ass. Wow, this place is just like the other castle, only not quite as clean. Halt! Stop! Wait! Who are you? What do you want? I'm Siri, and this is my dog, God. We've been sent here by the Queen of Ivor Tower. She wants us to open the drawbridge. That imposter sent you here, and she wants you to open our drawbridge? Oh, this won't do. We can't have this. Please, I implore you, before you do anything rash, come with me. There is someone that you must meet. I love this game so much. It never ever ceases to pleased my soul. You know, just so much in it that just was so good. The music, the gameplay, just everything about it, the atmosphere. Please follow these stairs and speak to Her Highness. Queen Bluegarden, what are you doing here? Have we met? Yeah, in Ivor Tower, don't you remember? Oh, you mean the imposter, my evil twin. Wow, this is like what happens in the two Dr. Ids. We found evil twins everywhere. First, there was Fire Eyes, Elizabeth, and her evil twin. Then Horace, and now you. Elizabeth, Horace, you've met the others? Are you from Podunk too? Yes. And you were part of the experiment in the mansion on the hill? Yes. And something went terribly wrong? Yes, and I've been stuck here ever since. It hasn't been that bad until a few months ago, anyway. That's when my evil twin appeared, locked me in the dungeon, and took my place. Then, she presented the king with a hypnotic puppet show which sent him into a trance. With the king in his couch potato state, the imposter could scheme right under his nose. By the time I got out of the dungeon, she had moved the kingdom across the ravine. Now, only a few of us remain in Ebon Keep. She sent us here to open the drawbridge so that her troops cleared out the castle. That is not good at all. It's only a matter of time before she storms in here, with or without your help. Listen, kid, I think that Tinker can help you get back to Podunk. But first, you're going to have to get rid of that imposter. We'll batten down the hatches here. And we'll go back to the castle and set things straight before she can cross over. That sounds like a good idea. If you need my help in the field, you can call me by using one of your call beams. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to the Tinker in the chamber to the east. He'll be able to help you in your journey. Thanks, Queen Bluegarden. Please, call me Camellia. She's like, look at my massive booty cheeks. My massive booty cheeks. You could sit on my backside like a chair. I could carry a man on the back weight of my ass. Wow, what cool windows. The pictures seem almost alive? It must be a trick of the light. What is it, God? What's wrong? Uh-oh. Monsters. Dog is way faster than me at killing, that's for sure. You know, if I was like one of those like little parrots or like, what is it? They call them the cockatiels or something like that. You know how like when they dance, they like to spin their head around? I would love to do that right now. I would. Ooh. Those guys were a pain in the glass. Haha, what a pun. It's like, welcome to Munchkin Land, to Munchkin Land, to Munchkin Land. Here in the Wizard of Oz. Hello again, friend. I trust that my little security measure in the hall did not give you much trouble. I have not introduced myself. My name is Tinker Tinderbox. I just realized that this was like at a really low volume. Give me 1 second. I am so sorry about this, but I had this at low. There we go. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Tinker Tinderbox. I deal with scientific matters, mechanical inventions, alchemy formulas. I trust that the Queen has told you about our imposter in Ivor Tower. Yeah, we've been encountering evil twins ever since we left Podunk. Oh, you're from the same place that our evil queen... Wait, that our queen hails from. Yeah, there's an abandoned mansion just outside of town. God chased a cat into the old place and I followed him. The cat wasn't there anymore, but we did find a strange machine in the old laboratory. The machine zapped us into another lab that looked a lot like the old one. Only this lab was in some sort of space station. There were two people there. One was the scientist, Dr. Rufflebird, like the other one, and the other one looked like it may have been his butler. I'm not really sure what happened after that, but we ended up on Evermore, and we've been here ever since. I think I know of this place in space that you speak of. I've seen it through my telescope. If you want to go back to Podunk, you'll probably find a way up there. And I think I know you can get there too. How? But first, we have the matter at hand of the imposter. The Queen wants us to go back to Ivor Tower and stop her evil twin from causing more trouble. That sounds like a good idea. The imposter is scheming at this very moment. Take a look. This is like how he stands. He's like, take a look. She's like, do you like my McDonald chair on the back of my backside? I have orders from above, Ironio. We are to find a device that produces a special kind of energy. It is somewhere in the kingdom, but there is no specific information as to where its whereabouts. My superior has ordered me to do whatever it takes to find it, even if we must tear the kingdom apart piece by piece. But your highness, won't the citizens be suspicious? I'll deal with those cretins when the time comes. Now, let us find that device. Hey, that's that guy that's from the Gladiator area. Wow, she's mean. Yes, she has to be dealt with in a hurry. Crossing the chessboard would not be a good idea at this point. Her troops will be expecting it. I recommend that you go to the north and visit my brother Gomi. He'll help you. Go through the dungeon to the sewers and then out, and you'll find a blocked passage to the north. You can clear that passage with my axe. I am Gimli, and you have my axe, if you know Lord of the Rings. You'll find it in my treasure chest. Would you like to purchase ingredients? I like how they always ask that question. Like, I just met you and you're like, would you like to purchase something? I could surely use the money. And we'll buy some, yeah, you know what? We'll buy a couple more of these. We'll keep above 50. And we'll definitely do an official save. Come back after you've dispatched the imposter. I'll help you return to that space place. So this is where the axe is. He's like, I found my axe. Okay, so now we have to go back. And now that we have this Night Basher, okay, we're gonna go back to the spear real quick, because the spear, and we're gonna do an unofficial save. So the spear, as you guys know, I've been using this since the beginning of the game. It's the most powerful spear up until the point that you get to space. And the reason being so is because it's pointless to even try to upgrade any of the other spears, because by the time you do it, you already have another spear that replaces it. So, you know, you just kind of want to wait until you get to space if you're going to do that. But personally, by the time you get to space, you may as well start using the sword, because the sword is actually the most powerful weapon in the game. And you'll know which sword it is. It's actually in the late part of this game. So now, I wonder if, well, we don't want to lower the drawbridge, because if we do, our troops will attack this castle area. So we want to basically go over this way. And there should be a chessboard right around here. If I'm lucky, I might be able to fight and open up a path on this chessboard. Ow. I just thought of one game that I'm definitely going to be playing after The Secret of Evermore. It's a really great RPG game that you guys have probably not played yourself, and it's called Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross from the PlayStation 1 is an absolutely excellent RPG game that you guys definitely will love. It is a fantastic game, and I'm telling you, I am actually very happy to think about the idea of playing that one. It's actually quite difficult of a challenge of a game, but then there's also The Legend of Dragoon. That's also an incredibly amazing RPG game of the PS1 days. A lot of people never got attention to because of the fact that Final Fantasy had taken over all the attention by the time it was released. So a lot of games that you guys have probably not heard or otherwise played yourself are coming up in the future. This forest is nowhere to lollygag. It's nonsense and it's full of meanies. I recommend that you walk softly and pack heat. When's the last time an old man has ever told you to pack heat? Well, now that we're back at the forest, going at the opposite direction, which is actually where all of the bats are, right? So if we head in the opposite direction of where all the bats are, coming the same direction, we should... I should definitely be kind enough to do an edit. Cut out the forest traveling. But then again, how would you guys know what your guys are supposed to do in the game if I cut all that stuff out? Hey, there it is. That's it. That's the one. Night Basher. We're gonna do an unofficial save for sure. Because you guys are supposed to understand how to bypass these areas if you ever play this game yourself. You never know. I mean, like, I never know. You guys might actually love it so much that you will end up playing it yourself someday. You know? Because this is going to be your one and only take on this game. And you may as well enjoy it firsthand experience someday on your own. So you have to understand how to get through these areas. Aha, see? Now we can go up here, right? Now there's going to be some pitfalls, because unfortunate to say that this area has a lot of pitfalls. And there are a lot of fake floors. I definitely want to start using our crush spell. So let's try using it a little more often. Because it does need to level up a bit before we get to using it in the future. Doesn't do much damage because it's a level 1 version, but once it gets to a higher level, it'll start to do crazy damage. It's one of the strongest spells in the game. Of course, you could also use a cheat code and just have like an automatic version of, like, you know, leveling up your spells real quick, if that's the case that you want to go. Even I do it sometimes, like, because I've played the game so many times the legit way that sometimes I'll speedrun it by doing, like, you know, fast level ups or infinite money or something like that, so I don't have to grind for things. You know, I've done it in a lot of my games, like Dark Cloud especially, because Dark Cloud is a very, very long dungeon game. You know, specifically Dark Cloud 2. So it's like, you know, you do want to sometimes bypass these things by having cheat codes. So you don't have to spend so much of your precious time that you've barely even got any to spare in today's life, you know, working too much, you know, doing chores and all this other stuff that takes up your whole day. I cannot, like, get past this because the item is in a very awkward position and I am trapped. That is not good. Dog, please tell me you can bypass this. Okay, thank God that the item disappears, because I was like, kind of like trapped for a second. Almost soft-locked. So glad that the dog is so powerful. We might want to go with this spear for right now. Just because it's more damage, and since I'm not going to be throwing my weapon very often in these areas, it's just too much. So we'll just go with fast attacks. Just gotta wait until we find the correct route. I see that there's a door right there, so we're definitely gonna find a way down there. Uh-huh. Very nice. Hopefully we'll find the route that gets over there. Okay, so I think this is the other side. You may not know, but there's actually two sides to the tower. Uh-huh. Here we go. I know it all looks confusing. Trust me, all these old games are just like that. Very confusing. But that's why I'm here. That's why I always recommend that you look up maps and stuff for games like this. Because you can get lost very easily. Very nice heal. We'll do an unofficial save. Okay, so I think this is a boss fight. Now this dragon likes to knock my ass off of here. So it's kind of, he's kind of a pain in the ass. Just gotta be very, very careful to make sure that he doesn't grab you. Because he will. There he is. I see the dragon. Nice hit. Very nice hit. Ooh. Very bad. Ooh. Just because this is in a very awkward position of a fight, I'll actually put my camera a little higher so you can see. Okay, let's see. So let's heal dog, and then let's heal myself. Oh, yikes. I got a hit on him. I don't know how much damage that was, but hopefully it was a lot. Nice, that was a No! No! I let him get too close to me. Oh, thank God. He actually didn't knock me all the way off. Because he can. He can knock you completely far down. And it will suck trying to get back up. Ooh. Cancel out his attack using my heal. Try not to let him touch you. Damn it, he canceled out my charged attack. Because I let go of it as soon as I got damaged. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. There we go. Nice hit! Go back down. That was a good hit. I deserve some orange juice for that. Gotta stay healthy. And you always have to down orange juice with water, because it'll actually cause your throat to kind of burn. Wait, stop. Fun is fun, but I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Thanks. My name is Gomi, son. I'm a junk collector and a friend of the dragons. This is my latest attempt at the Great Gomi Tower, and it's going to be fabulous. You may ask Gomi, why do you want to build such a tall tower? Aren't you happy being bound to the ground? Don't you think you can do something better with your time? To that I say no. I am a child of the sky, and I want to reach higher like my friends, the dragons. So what brings you to my structure? We heard that this is the best way to get to Ivor Tower. Oh, you don't want to go there? That queen acts so nice and friendly, but she's really very mean and devious. That's why we're going there. My dog and I are trying to stop her from tearing apart the kingdom. Tinker told us that you could show us the way. Tinker? My brother Tinker? Why didn't you say that he sent you? Of course I'll help. Here's an alchemy formula that I learned from my adventures in the clouds. I call it Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm is actually pretty powerful, but the problem is it's too late. Thanks. So, how do we get to Ivor Tower from here? That's not a problem at all. Sterling, come here. Come on, Sterling, it was all in fun, eh? And my friend Sterling will give us a ride. You're going to take us to Ivor Tower, okay, Sterling? Imagine being in the claws of a dragon and it's like ripping into your skin. Would you like to save your progress? See you later. Alright, we are back at Ivor Tower. And so now we gotta go to the puppet show. Because you remember, the king is under a spell right now. So we're gonna go get him snapped out of it. So that's back to the city. But what we want is to be here, because the castle, I think, is up this way. And then we want to go to the west side, on the lower floor, not the upper floor, but the lower floor. So we're going to do an unofficial save. And we're going to fight another boss. This will be the final thing we have to do for Area 3, which then we have to finally work towards going to the final area of the game eventually. I'll get you, you main little pest. And that mangy cur, too. Should get the puppets. Charge my attacks. Puppets are not very strong, but we do want to kill them. Because we want to go after a specific monster that's going to show up here. You see him? In the background? He's actually behind the little bookcase right there. You see him? That's him. Ah, he's stuck. That's good. He's stuck. That's good. Very nice hit. It's the first time I've ever seen him get stuck. He's smiling at me. He's like a little one. Come over here, child. I have a good big tongue and a nice big mouth. I'm going to eat you like a little snack. I shall roll you under my tongue like a pip. Erosion? Oh, it's like a poison. I like this music. That was a hell of a hit right there. That was good. But definitely heal. Shit, it keeps on healing Mongola. If you remember Mongola, he's actually from that Freak of Nature little event that we went to in the last video. He was the one that was disappeared. He was supposed to be behind like the third or fourth curtain. So I think you have to kill the puppets before you can hurt him, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of nice to align the puppet with the boss, so you can kind of just throw your spear at both of them. It'll kill the puppet and then eventually hit the spear on him. Perfect timing, you know? Stop healing Mongola. Mongolian beef. Nice hit. Ooh. Yikes. Good thing he's not like too powerful. Oh, well, I mean, I guess I can still hurt Mongola even without hitting his puppets, all of them. Very nice hit. I healed as soon as he did corrosion. Nice hit. Damn, dog got both of them. Whenever it slows down in the game like that, it's because there's so many actions going on screen at once that sometimes even in the real actual like disc, or should I say cartridge version of the game, it does that same thing. So just keep that in mind. It's very rare for that to show up though. Wish I had my bazooka. I would have whooped his ass by now. Damn it. Nice hit. Very nice hit on Mongola. Now if I had like a super power charging move, I could probably do way more damage to him. Like probably even close to like 700, 600, give or take. Depending on how powerful it is. Damn it. Nice hit. Very good. Dog got both of them. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get him, dog. Definitely gotta heal as soon as I get a hit on him. Nice hit. Okay, you gotta heal. Once our heal is strong enough, it'll eventually heal everything that we are losing in HP. But I always use so many healing items rather than the healing spells. It's like I hardly ever got the chance to level them up as much as I usually would. Plus I don't grind in this game ever, so it was almost pointless too. In this kind of game, you just, as long as you kill what's coming at your direction for the most part, should be pretty fine. I mean, you watched me go through the whole game without even freaking, you know, grinding at all. You know, except for maybe money during the market system. That's about the most we ever have to really deal with. hell of a long fight, but it's at least very easy to manage. Definitely want to heal again. Oof. Can't believe I'm about to chain completion of a lot of games back to back. Again, it seems like that's become a thing. Like, I've always been balancing out all the content so well that, like, all the games are chaining back to back of finishing completion. Did I get him? Did I kill him? Hell yeah. Oh! Blinded me. Good thing I wasn't wearing my glasses. Would have been like lasers to my eyes. I don't believe it. You've dispatched Mangola. Come closer, that I may give you your just reward. Take this, little man, for what you have done. I meant to do that. Fall. Damn, she did an explosion. What the hell was you made out of? Look, God, a gear. I'm beginning to think that queen was no lady. Oh, she was a robot. Here, lad, take this for your troubles. Oh, he gave me $10,000. Follow me. I think Her Majesty has damaged the foundation. She hit the ground so hard that she literally caused the whole entire castle to frickin' break. I like how the king's just like, here, take this, young man. Here's $10,000. Just out of nowhere. Ooh, that was close. They have gone. Everybody's gone. They must have gone back to Ebon Keep. All alone here. Got to go. Got to go. Ah! Calm down there. You're okay. Hey, we got level 4 heal now. We'll do an unofficial save. Okay, so everybody's gone back to Ebon Keep. So all we need to do is now go back, but we could take hopefully the drawbridge direction instead, and that'll probably be better. But we also have to go into the chessboard area, because there should be a second, but that may actually come after. Okay, so I've helped the king. So now we just gotta go back. Still don't even have the key to open up all these doors, which kind of surprises me. Wonder if I can just head straight over. Okay, so here's the little chessboard thing, right? We already helped the queen to get rid of the imposter. So now all we have to do is literally just head back over to Ebon Keep. And after that, we'll finally get to advance. And hopefully get to space soon. Gotta find the right route. It is a maze. Good thing these enemies don't do shit for damage. Okay, so this one right here is still not open. So it means that we have to go by foot back to the forest once again. Unfortunate to say for you guys. And for even me. We have to go through the forest one more time. The good thing is that after I get back, we're gonna have like a fast travel system. So we don't have to do it anymore. Oh, what's that? Some honey. Very nice. One of the strongest healing items in the game. Okay, we'll do an unofficial... an official save. And we have to go... Having always at least somebody there to watch really helps. Makes me feel appreciated. Okay, so we're back at the sewer. We're gonna do an unofficial save and we're gonna grab our Night Basher. We're gonna go into the shortcut areas. See that? Now we don't have to take the long way. Get out of my way, you little gelatin creature. Get out of the way. Makes me remind myself of the gelatin creature that I drew for an emote on Twitch, which, you know, makes me kind of sad because it's like, if I had done all that art to create like a full set of emotes and there was nobody to use them except, you know, a few people, I would have put all that time and effort into making those emotes and only to see that there's nobody using them except a few people. Either way, my expectations are not always there anyway. Which has changed too damn much. YouTube's very hard to grow on. Alright, we're back. Oh, you brave little boy. Thanks to you, the kingdom is once again filled with happiness and hope. Right. Whatever you say. Hey, look at this spaceship. So what's in this chest now? No chest this time? Huh. Oh, it's on the other side this time. He's coming down in his little contraption. Hey, Siri. Hi, that's some contraption you've got there. This invention of mine has allowed me to see the lands beyond our kingdom. It's quite exciting. We've seen a lot of this in this world too, but we're really interested in going to that space station. Then we can find our way home. Ah, yes, I think that I have a solution for you. Now that I've mastered flight with my Windwalker, I'm ready for bigger challenges. I think that I can send you into space. But there's some things that I need first. Not long ago, a volcano erupted on the plateau to the north. I know, we were there. And then you must have seen the machine at the core of the volcano. I saw pieces of it on the ground surrounding the volcano when I flew by. There are two pieces that I need for my new invention. They are a valve wheel and a round pressure gauge. That sounds reasonable. And we'll need an energy source too. When the statue in the city to the east exploded, there are two jewels that acted as a catalyst. That's right, the diamond eyes of the dog statue. And then you know exactly what I'm after. If you can bring me those items, I'll be able to complete my new invention and send you into space. You can take my Windwalker on your journey. Cool. It can land wherever there is one of these special fire pits, which we have seen them throughout the game. It's just I never bothered to really look at them, but I know exactly where they are. Just look for the light. Visit me in my lab when you have all of the items. I'll use them to complete my invention and send you to that place in space. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, so here's one of the things that we need to do. It's very important, okay? Now that we're actually heading back into different areas of the game, and also let me get this up real quick. Okay, so now that we're heading into different areas of the game, there's actually a spell called Energize, which I actually have to look up, right? Energize, spell, Secret of Evermore. because I always forget where the hell it is, but it's actually the best one that you need in order to make your character stupidly strong as hell. And this one is taught by Sydney Ruffleberg in Ruffleberg's lab. It is the last... Okay, so it's taught in space. I see. Right, so let's see. We are going to go to the volcano, which I think this was the volcano if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, I could be right. This is the Anubis statue, which is actually in the swamp area, so this is actually correct. We're going to do an unofficial save. And then we're going to go into... we're going to have to go through the volcano area, but also we're going to need to kill, possibly, the snake all over again. There's a possibility I may need to, just so you guys know. Because I was pretty certain that the snake area is one of them that has an item. So we're gonna go look for the snake one more time. And then we also... Actually, we may not be able to backtrack. Hold on. Uh-oh. I thought we had to kill the snake creature again. Maybe if we kill one of these hippopotamuses, because I know that they're a link to some of these, exits. Water. I got the horn spear. Okay, so these are... Okay, so we are not gonna go back for the snake. Alright. But we do have to go to the volcano. We might want to go up north. Been a while since we've been back here, hasn't it? Been a very, very long while. Ow, you little shit. It's been a very long time. My earpiece just died. It means that I need to change earpieces. I'll probably do that here in a second. I just want to be able to continuously walk a little bit further before I decide to switch earpieces. It does sound a little funny, though, to me to not play this game without audio. Okay, so I know that one of the items is actually at the top of the volcano, so we have to make sure that we get to the top of the volcano, grab the wheel, and then... Pretty sure it's this one right here. Yeah, this one leads us all the way up to the top of the volcano. My earpiece is about to come back on. Hopefully... Oh, it's not there anymore. So we have to turn off the volcano in order to get... Wait, no, this might be it right here. Aha, okay, so we have the gauge. Now we just need, like, something called, like, the steam valve or something. And that's inside the volcano area, so we have to go, backtrack a little bit. And also, I think Bugmuck is back. You remember that gigantic spider? I think he's back alive again. Ooh. Yeah, we might have to go back to the spider guy. Because he is supposed to be back again. Or I think I might have killed him earlier in the game, I don't remember. Because we killed him the first time, but I don't remember if I killed him a second time, but you do have to fight him twice. And he's a little bit stronger because he uses more spells and stuff. We have the horn spear. We have a lot of things. So we should be okay. Okay, so I know one of them is to go inside of the volcano area, which is here. But there is also Bugmuck, so let's go check Bugmuck first. And let's just go make sure that Bugmuck is not already back. If just in case that he is back, we're going to actually do a fast travel save. So in case that I get to him and he's not there, and my memory was off, then at least we just come right back here instantly, you know? So I won't do any more of those saves unless I find out for sure. Uh-huh. Oh, you little shit. A dog, help me. Used to be so much more aggressive. Now he's not, like, helping me. He's like, sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. I smell something over here. It's a dog treat. It's a dog treat. Who cares about the boy? Come on, God. Let's go talk to Fire Eyes. God, it's been a while since we've been here. In a long, long time. Hi, Siri. You look like you've been through a lot. That's for sure. Strongheart told me that he saw you riding on the back of a giant bird. Actually, it's a flying machine. My friend Tinker Tinderbox made it. You know, of the other people in this world? Yeah. And the two of them are from Podunk, Horace and Camellia. Interesting. I know them. They were part of an experiment. The only one that's not accounted for is my grandfather. I wonder where he could be. I think he may be in some sort of strange space station. And Tinker's going to help me and God get there. That might be our only way to get back to Podunk. Now we're on a mission to find items that Tinker needs in order to send us into space. We've already found the gauges of the volcano machine on the slope. Now we just have to find the big wheel. When the volcano blew and a lot of the debris landed in the bug muck, that might be a good place for you to search. Thanks for the advice. By the way, when you were in that experiment, was anybody else there besides you, Horace, and Camellia, and your grandfather? Because someone is causing a lot of trouble around here, and that person might have something to do with the experiment. That's an interesting theory. I bet no one else was there. No one except for the butler. But he was just a robot, programmed to clean the house and serve guests. Well, we're gonna get to the bottom of this when we get to the space station. Good luck. Let me know if you find a passage back to Podunk. I miss the place. Alright, so I was correct on saying that we do actually have to go fight Bugmuck again. The big old spider creature. So we're gonna go and take a run out over there. Look at all these weak enemies. I don't even have to really worry about them. They're all puny. These are all the puny enemies from the beginning of the game. It's like fighting a level 2 Rattata. Or level 1 Caterpie. We're just going to hold down the charge button. And we're gonna run infinitely. Hold down the charge button and the run button, and you got an infinite run. We're just gonna run through everything in this area. It is awkward holding both buttons, I'm not gonna lie. It's like my fingers are in very awkward position. I'm just gonna use my index finger and then my middle finger instead of holding one finger on two buttons. What the hell? Aha, here we are. There we go, very nice. Just infinitely run. I don't remember which way the route was. We'll just have to find out. I don't really have to do an infinite run anymore. Not in this area, I don't. Let's go to the right. I'm pretty sure it's the right side. Well, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, that was wrong. Yep. Lots of dead ends. I think they might have changed the route or something. Might be a different route now that we're in later part of the game. Okay, so left side is definitely not it. We'll want to go to the right side. Go up. Probably go left, up. Seems to be going well. We'll save unofficially. Okay, that was a dead end. That was a dead end. So we'll do an unofficial load. This was again not it, so we'll go back again. To help me speedrun. Aha, here we are. Alright, now we'll do an unofficial save. We should be able to get straight up into his face. Because he's like right outside of this area. Okay, that one is definitely not the pathway we want to take. Go left. Probably the middle path. Then we just gotta run north. Once we get down to the right path. Probably the bottom one. We'll just go north. Get out of the way. Aha, here we are. Okay, so unofficial save. Now we're in the boss fight. Remember this guy? Only he was red. Alright, you little shit. Come over here. We're gonna hold down a charge button. I should be able to bypass this ribcage by just like literally doing this. Look at that, 400 damage, hell yeah. We'll do a heal spell. Really gotta start buying more ingredients for our healing. I need to find somebody who does, what's it called? I need the dog to be inside here. Nice hit. God, his damage is insane though. Nice hit. That was 400 something. Oh shit. Very nice hit. That was 392. See how powerful the horn spear is? Given the fact that we've been using it since like literally the beginning of the goddamn game. Told you the spear is insane. Damn it, he interrupted my attack though. That's why I said it's like it's pointless even trying to upgrade the other weapon. Sure, I would be doing more damage, but it's like by the time I get to space, you know? No point. Like, what's the point when you just get a replacement weapon instantly? Hell yeah, 2 and 1. I'm trying to angle it properly so I can hit his arm and his heart at the same time. Dog is not unfortunately helping in this fight, but it's okay, I got this fight. I've got this. Dog can help, but, you know, I got this. Nice hit. Oh, I missed it. I was trying to hope that I can hit his arm at the same time. Oh, yikes. Gotta be careful. 454, not too bad. Nice, nice. You know, I've done over 100 games, almost. I think it's like 100 games in the last 10 months. Literally finished 100 games or otherwise concluded the end of 100 games. Now that I'm doing the remakes, I'm all at like 10 games right now. But it doesn't mean that the old ones are like unwatchable, it's just I prefer them to be in a better quality. But yeah, 100 games in 10 months. And that was only me just doing part-time streaming. Imagine what the hell I'd be doing full-time stream. I'd probably be at like 200 games so far. If not, maybe even way more than that. I used to do like 400, maybe something like that, when I actually play behind the scenes without actually like, you know, streaming or anything. That's just because, you know, I played games all day. So it's like, now that I'm only doing it like 2-3 hours each, sometimes, you know, 2 videos a day, but it's like 2-3 hours per day on a game, unlike what I used to was like a whole damn day. So it was easier and faster for me to beat games before. I could only do that if I managed to successfully get this tent project going, which, you know, it's already started and it's already done. I've already just gotta wait on the wait on period for it. The thing is like, that's really my only way I'm gonna be able to get to full-time streaming, because ain't no way in hell I'm ever gonna make it if I just depend on streaming only. I'm only not even, I'm almost there to halfway. I like the watch hours for YouTube, but not like at the full, you know? Even then I have to hit 1,000 subscribers and that's insane. As for Twitch, it's like I may never see the light of day of being a partner, ever. I'll probably never see it. Not even a probably, I actually think I will never see it. I got him though. Hell yeah. Nice. Okay, so we got 2 of the items now. So we have everything in the prehistoric area. So now there's the diamond eyes of the pyramid. And I think that was roughly all he mentioned. Was just, yeah, the diamond eyes. And then there's of course the energy core, which is, you already know it's in the other side of the staircase for the chessboard. I've mentioned this in the previous video, that we would eventually have to take the other staircase, because we always take the left side, but not the right side one. The right side statue doesn't open until like late in the game. So now that we're done with this area, we gotta go back over to where the spaceship is, right? We're gonna go back to kind of like the pirate area. Okay, so the pirate area, if I'm not mistaken, is like roughly about here. It's like in the desert area. Yeah, something like this. We'll do an unofficial save. Always loved the Colosseum area, plus the Plus the, Renaissance area. It's always been my favorite. By gum! It's my young friends, Siri and God. I'm afraid I have unpleasant news to share with you. Tiny has set himself up as leader of the Oglins in the depths of the pyramid. You mean that big muscle guy? He's now friends with the frickin' the frickin' spear guys, or the guys with the claws and the big hoods. Should you try to talk some sense into him, be very careful. I have discovered a spell in the palace library that may help you. It requires 1 limestone and 2 bones. It is called Barrier. We are definitely going to frickin' use it. We are going to want to get rid of Levitate, because I don't think I'm going to need it anymore. Actually, you know what? No, we are going to need it for this very specific area. But I will get rid of the Revive spell, because we don't really ever use it for one. And it kind of is pointless to hold on to something that we don't ever use. We'll definitely take Barrier. So he doesn't give us any ingredients to buy? Okay, so we have to go back to the Pirate Island, and the quickest way back there is actually through the spaceship. Because there's actually a little pirate area, a little space landing. But at the same time, do we have the Jewel of Annihilation? We should actually check if we have the Jewel of Annihilation. We have 1. That's actually really not that bad, but let's go buy like a couple more just in case. Just go buy a few more. I mean, we're here. We're here at the market. Come on. You know? May as well do it. You know, the day if I ever did become a Twitch partner, like, I don't even know how I would feel about it. Like, I would feel very happy and stuff, but it's like at the same time, I don't know, maybe I'm just like afraid of like becoming a partner, you know? I've spent so much of my days being kind of by myself that like having so many people there would, I don't know, just make me feel like I can't attend to everybody, you know? Imagine like seeing your cat just flow across the screen, and now I'm having a hard time trying to keep up with everybody. And in these quiet moments when I'm making these games, you know, it's like you and me only together, me and you know? And it's like I always kind of preferred it that way, you know? Just me and you guys. And I'm talking like, you know, it might be only 1 of us, maybe 4 of us, 5 of us. You know each other, you know? But to see all these new faces and just start spamming across the fucking screen and, you know, just interrupting every little thing, it's something I don't know if I know how to handle, or I wouldn't know what to do about that situation. But then again, maybe I'm very adaptive and fluid about it, you know? I have always managed to talk and play at the same time, so perhaps it won't be such a bad thing. We'll just have to see as time comes. There's only so many games that are old that I have, you know? Eventually it's gonna be modern games only. You know, there's not going to be very many RPGs. There's probably like less than 40 actual RPGs that are really worth playing. And I've probably finished like 1 or 2 now, you know? I'll buy as many of these Jewel of Annihilations as possible. Okay, that way we have at least a few. So now, let's go buy a fish. And then let's get the hell out of here. I just like, enjoying the games that I grew up with. And not to mention all the ones that I went through my mid-years and my young adult years with. And share those things. People are nice to have around. But I don't feel like they appreciate games as much as I do to the degree that I do. They're kind of just really there to just talk with each other. And talk with, like, other people. But they don't really care about the game. That's how I always feel. But if I'm not mistaken, maybe it might be this one. No, it's definitely not this one. It's one of them, because one of them goes to across the desert, and the other is nearby the pirate area, because I know that the pirate area actually has a landing zone. So if this is the desert, and that's the city, then that means it should be somewhere over here. I don't know if we've ever discovered it though, because as far as I'm seeing, I don't see a little landing zone for it. See that? Aha, here it is. It's in a very, very hidden spot. Wow, it was like really well hidden. I don't even think I've ever even actually found this one in the last time that I played this game, because sometimes I even forget that it's even there. Let's do an unofficial save. I do sometimes forget that that one's even there. Let's go and talk to this guy up here, because he actually sells us a lot of stuff that we need. We'll buy some ingredients. We'll buy a crap ton of everything that we possibly can get our hands on, because we're now hitting close to the end of the game. We may as well have as much money as possible. I mean, as much ingredients as possible. But he doesn't sell root, which is actually weird. Look at all this ingredients we're getting. All the way almost to the max. Can't hit 99 unfortunately, so if you are not at 94, 94 is the highest you can go, and then 99 after that. But yeah, you can't like just jump from 95 to 99. It doesn't work like that in this game. So if you're above 94, then you're stuck at that. Go and talk to this guy right here. See if he's still there. So it's not this... Well, actually, he has a variety of items to sell us. We'll buy some nectars. Okay, so we're at the full of everything. That's good. I think it was this one right here. Okay, so let's talk to him. Oh, he's not there anymore. Wait, no. He's only there at certain times. Like you have to come back in and out, like, numerous times until he shows up, because he's like a random time for showing up. So that's attempt number 3. Attempt number 4. I don't think he's there anymore. We'll try up to 10 times. 5. About 6. He's not there anymore. I think it's too late. Like, you have to buy it like early in the game or something. I know that the Jewel of Annihilation, like, when you buy it from him, he's supposed to give you like a special spell or something like that. But I don't think it's like a spell that's really even worth it anyway. I'll try like one more time. Yeah, I think he's like permanently gone. That sucks. Well, that sucks. Oh well. Get the hell out of here. Okay, so we're gonna have to go through the pyramid area. Oh my god. I hate the pyramid area so much. We don't have a choice. We have to go find Tiny, and I think Tiny is like underground. It's not in the pyramid area. It's like underneath the pyramid area. Oh great, now I have to like go back and get this thingy-mabobber again. At least we're like super strong now, so like all these enemies are like not gonna deal damage to us like they used to. They'll just be annoying to deal with, but they're not gonna deal damage to us like before, because our armor is like so stupidly powerful at this point. Okay, so I know that we want to go, I think it's this way. And we'll just walk down. So it's underneath in a cavern. I just think that I think it's this one. I think it's this one. If I remember right, it was this one. Yeah, because you see these stones right here? Tiny must be around here. This looks like one of his rocks. Because you remember how I tried to open the gate in the middle? But the problem is that the middle one wouldn't open because if you walk in, right, this door was locked right here. We were never able to open it. So how you actually open it is there's supposed to be like another switch somewhere or something like that. Now they don't hurt us anymore, so we don't have to worry about them. They're just annoying, that's all. So let's do the levitate spell. This is why I needed the levitate spell. So we want the dog to go over here, and we want him to kind of stand right there. See that? So that way everybody's all standing on all three platforms. And that's how we get over here. Now this is where Tiny is, where he has our diamond eyes. So we don't really fight him, we actually just literally have to teleport until we find the right spot to get to him, that's all. Tiny has found a home here. Leave Tiny and Tiny friends alone. Hoglins understand Tiny, and Tiny feels at peace. Leave now before Tiny crush you. He wants to crush me. Oh boy. I don't remember which path it is, to be honest. It could be any one of these for all I remember. I know that when you go back and forth, it actually teleports you to different locations depending on which one you pick. Like, we never chose to go back on this one, right? Okay, so that one's not working, so let's try this one going backwards. Okay, so we're here. So we either pick one of two. We either pick this one right here. Okay, well we're locked in here. Okay, so I did go back on this one before. Now it took us here. And if we go here, it takes us here. And if I go back on here, it'll take us... Ah, here we are, right here. Stop! Tiny gives up. Please don't hurt Tiny. Tiny fits, like Tiny lifts, and Tiny throws, and Tiny speaks in the third person, but Tiny does not fight. Take the diamond eyes and go. Hell yeah. Please stop gloating. Take the diamond eyes and go. Leave Tiny alone with his shame. Oh, that was fast. I think that was like the fastest I've ever like managed to get all these items at once. I would think it was even faster than the last time I attempted my last playthrough, because I have literally bypassed a lot of these areas, probably by muscle memory. But like normally I never get to all of these things quick enough, like what I just did right now. So we have now all of the items except the energy core, which I think we may have to wait on that one, because we have to go to the castle first. Back to Ebon. I think it's Ebon Keep. And we'll be able to just literally land our plane right there. And then we have to run back all the way to Ivor Tower or something like that. And one of them has the energy core on the opposite side of the chessboard. Also, we really need to get some roots because we don't have any roots. And it would be very helpful for us to have that. But I think space actually has all of the ingredients anyway. We'll do an unofficial save. Okay, so we want to go to the chessboard area. Which I think is right over... Oh no. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, because there's no save spot, or should I say fast travel, on this side right here. But there is one over here. There's actually supposed to be a fast way to get back to that city anyway by taking the drawbridge. Because then you'll be able to go from one castle to the other by taking the drawbridge. And that'll probably be the better way for us. Hi, Siri. Do you have the items that I need? I sure do. Gave away the wheel. And the diamond eyes. Very good indeed. Let's see here. I have to make sure the pieces are all in order. Now if I add this knob and push this button and fiddle this gizmo, I think we're ready to go. This is it? Siri, you're going to go where no one has gone before. We've actually been there before. Oh? Well, you've never been shot out of a turret with only a minimal chance of survival. That's true. Okay, let's go. I like how there's an actual countdown. Hey, we actually made it to space. I thought we weren't even supposed to be here until after I grabbed the energy core. I guess that's like later than I thought. Oh, I am going to tell you that there's a reason why Dog is called God, or at least why I named him God, and now, because he's here, in this area, you're going to see why he is called God. Yes, what a ride. Tinker's ship worked great. God, what happened? You're so metallic. Like Tosilla in Attack of the Appliance People. At least we'll be ready if attacked by bagel beasts or waffle weasels. Haha. Sorry, God, just kidding. Now, we better start looking for the Professor Rufflebird. Alright, well, let's save. And let me fix my hair real quick. Okay, there we go. So you see this machine right here? This is kind of like the end game type of thing, so we're gonna have to come back here eventually. So just kind of try to remember where this location is, because you will have to return here at some point, and trust me when I say I have actually forgotten where it was sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna need a piece of paper. And the reason why is because this area actually has a very unique kind of way of how you have to go about traveling through it, and it can be very easy to get lost in this area, so we're gonna definitely want to keep track of where we're going. Alright, so we have to remember that where we are is in this kind of greenish goop, and that is how we get back. Do you see how much damage God is doing? And he has infinite range? That is the reason why. I mean, he is literally God. He is so powerful, it's like unmistakable, like how powerful he is. He is, and this isn't even the best he can do. Eventually, by the time I get all the spells and everything, like energize and all that stuff, God is going to be doing like 1,000, maybe 2,000 damage. Like, it's pretty insane what he does. Thank you for releasing me. Please accept my offering. We got the Neutron Blade. This is the most powerful weapon in the game. It's even stronger than the bazooka if you actually have both the Silver Sheath, the Energize spell, and the Atlas spell, and there's like something else. But yeah, you will do absolutely chaotic damage with this weapon. It's insane. So we're going to do an unofficial save because this door right here has a Velociraptor. It is actually very powerful and very dangerous. Like, he is not a joke. Okay, he is very powerful. See that? 170 something damage to me. That is insane. The only one who can hurt him is actually God. Yeah, just let God frickin' do all the work. I'm just gonna... like, let God do all the work. Can God attack through here? Oh, he can, so he can cheat him. Yeah, this is my tactic of how I beat the crap out of this Velociraptor, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if that Velociraptor hits you even twice, you're pretty much dead. If he hits a critical on you, you're dead. Like, Velociraptor is not a joke. He is freaking strong. And he's very dangerous. Just let God do all the work. I know that you guys are like, you always cheese the game, but like, that's... every game I find tactics for the average Joe who doesn't like to think outside the box, you know? You know, just ordinary people, I find you... He is the main character, because he's freaking insanely strong. He's like stronger than me at this point. I'm doing like 20-something damage, and he's doing like fucking 15 times the damage I'm doing, you know? He's doing like way more damage than I could ever dream of. Look at how much damage he's doing to the Velociraptor, and he hasn't even died yet. That's why God is so powerful, you know? No more nectar. We're gonna do an unofficial save. Yeah, this room right here, we don't have to worry about this one. So we're gonna have to memorize to come back here, but we don't have to come back here for a little while. Okay, so it's an A1. Okay, so A1, I'm gonna put a star next to it, I'm gonna write machine. I'm gonna write the word machine, green machine, okay? And I'm gonna put circle on A1. So, going down south, we have to play as God. We're gonna have to go outside and we're gonna have to shoot all these little stupid things right here. Don't worry, they don't do damage to you, you just have to worry about taking them out, that's all. Okay, so that's A1, A2, A3. Do keep in mind that you do have to take down all the ones with the doors. I don't remember if they come back or not, but for this attempt I will try to at least get them all. So there's D1, C1, B1, and A1. And it goes from A1 through 4, B1 through 4, C1 through 4, and D1 through 4. So just we'll just take a look and we'll travel. So A can go to B, but B can go to C, and C cannot. So A can go to B. Okay, so down to B1. We'll write that down, which can go to C1. But C1 is negated, so you cannot. I'll put a big thick wall and D1, so it's blocked off from there. So we'll put the little box right here. What I'm going to show you is... oh shit, damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, whatever. We'll just make do with it. Okay, so A1 to B1. From here, go this way. It's like a 4x4, so it's a 16 grid map for this one. Okay, so A can go to A2, but A2 is blocked off, so we're going to put a path right here to A2, and we're going to put a circle, but we're going to put a big blockage right here, because C is also A3, so A3 is blocked off, but A3 would be here, and put a circle, and then A4 would be here, and that can be good, but A4, unfortunately, once you get to A4, it's blocked off from B4. So B4 would be right here. Put a circle. And then C4. So B4 is cut off from A4, which B4 is also cut off from C4. So we put a big wall right there. And then D4, okay, we can actually go to D4 from C4. So we'll put a path to that one. As for this one, it can go to D3, it can go to D2, and it can go to D1. So D1 can go to D2, and D3, and D4. So that's fine. Then we'll sketch casing out the map. Okay, so we'll go to A2. Yeah, I was really just casing out the map, so it's like it's not even a big deal. Okay, so from A2, or should I say B1 to B2, B1 to B2 is okay. Damn it. B2 is okay, B2 cannot connect to B3, so B2 is fine, it has a path, but it has a wall right here from B2 to B3. B3 can connect to B4. That one's okay to connect, but B3 and B4 is blocked off. I am so sick of this monster right now. B3 and A3 is blocked off, so we gotta cross it out. Okay, and then B2 and B1, or B2 and A2 is good. That's good, it has a path. So now we just have to figure out the C section. So C1 to C2 is good. However, it can only traverse from C1 to C2, because the D section or it can connect to B2, okay, but this one is blocked off. And then we have to figure out the C3, and that's it. So C3 and B2 and C3, okay, so this one's blocked off from both sides. And it can connect from here to the D section, I mean this C4, So C3 is good to connect to C4, and it's good to connect to C2. Okay, alright, we have the whole entire map laid out. So now let's go back and let's start casing out everything, starting with the A's. Okay, B1 does not have anything at all. Go back to the dog. Dog, I need your help. Where are you going? I need your help. He does such insane damage, it's insane. Okay, so now we're in the C section. Let's take dog with us. Okay, so for C1, this is the heater room. So we're gonna put a arrow by C1, and we're gonna call it heater room. Heaters. And I'm gonna box it. So we have to turn off the heaters, because as much as we are able to traverse between a few of them, we will eventually lead up to a point where we can't traverse between them, because there will be a little narrow hole somewhere around here that will prevent us from going in. So see that? So we'll have to come back here once we can turn off the heaters. If you're curious about the way that I drew the map, I'll actually show you. Because I know some of you out there are like, what am I doing behind the scenes? It looks like this. So it starts with A1, A2, 3, 4, B1, 2, 3, 4, and I always big line between each one that I know it's a cutoff. And okay, so C1 is good, but C1 is cut off from D1, so we cannot bypass that, so we'll put a big scribble. Actually, the big scribble would probably be the best thing, because then it would make more sense to me, rather than a line. So I'll just turn these all into scribbles, like a little zigzag scribble, look like a little electricity going through, because that will make the most sense of knowing which one is connectable and which one is not. So it'll look like something like this, little scribbles. Okay, so now let's go back to the B section and let's try the B section. The A section. So from A1 to A2. We want to get rid of the dog's enemies. So I think that the little star creatures do come back. These little, whatever you want to call them. They do come back to life. Could be mistaken, but I think they do come back to life, though. They are very dangerous, so we gotta be careful about them. Okay. Yeah, let dog handle them, because they are very strong. Look at that, he does 500 something damage to them, that's insane, and boy can't even get close to that thing. That is crazy how much damage the dog does. I mean, he is so powerful. Look at that. We were building the wall, skipped here and there, and I saw at the end. Thank you. I really appreciate that wisdom. Yeah, building a wall. Was I building a wall? Wait, was I building a wall? But, you know, either way, like, I appreciate you guys are, you know, there. Because, you know, I do get sad. Like, I sometimes always feel like I'm not, I don't know, ever going to be the one that's going to be the long-term streamer. Because, I don't know, I do too much comparison from me to other people. You know, I just question whether or not even people care anymore. But I appreciate either way, you know, that when you guys, you know, give me a little reminder that you guys are still there. And I do I appreciate it, you know? Oh, yeah, when I was building this thing, that's right, I remember that. But yeah, just, no, I appreciate it, I do. Wow, I have $134,000, oh my god. But it's just, yeah, even I, most of the time, you know, need to remind myself that people are still there. It's just, in my mind, it's like, I don't know, I kind of go back to what happened 10 years ago when I streamed, like, almost 8 years ago. You know, just, I don't know, it's hard to grow, you know? It's hard to continue putting that in your mind that keep on going, you know? But it's okay, you know, it does affect my energy levels though, not gonna lie, it does. Makes me, sluggish, not as engaged. We'll buy some bazooka ammo, but before we do, let's buy Spot's collar. We'll buy the cat's glove, the lightning helm, and the magna, and then we'll go buy the ammo. So if you're wondering what kind of bazooka ammo you really want to buy, you want to buy the best one. So don't buy this shitty thunderball because you're never going to use it, trust me. But with the cryo balls. So we got 10, 20. Unfortunately, you do have to buy it in 10s. 30, 40, 50. Yeah, it's a good as if you were. That's true, you know, and that's the thing is when you're in my streams, it's often quite quiet. So, you know, it's like when people come in as a brand new person and they don't see anybody engaging, conversating, there's no one there, or hell, even half the time I'll have like 0 people in here. It's very hard for people to even want to actually consider me as somebody to engage with, so it's like in my mind I'm just like, I'm basically streaming to nobody and probably always going to continue to. So it's like in my mind I always think in my like if I continue streaming, am I really just wasting my time and probably never going to ever see the light of day of like ever seeing anything grow. And that's when I watch other people's streams and I'm like, what the hell is so interesting about this shit that they're doing? You know? I have explained it numerous times of the shit that I've seen people doing. And it's just like, this is the shit people want to watch? You know? I don't understand it. I don't. But then that's where it gets me questioning, okay, maybe people are actually judging me because of my gender. Because I went from female to male, and now it's like, they're like, oh, it's another fucking freak show. You know, nobody wants to watch this disgusting fuck, you know? So that's the shit that goes through my mind. You know? And so is a blue, green, green. Okay, so blue, green, green. So we want blue, green, and green. And that is a code. Okay, so code, we'll put code right there. So blue, green, green. But yeah, this is the shit that goes through my mind of the other reason why people won't want to watch me. So, you know, and it confirms that idea in my mind because I get people who come in and I like how there's the Mr. Miyagi like little reference right there. But it confirms the idea in my mind because I get people who come in here and be like, oh yeah, bro, or yeah, dude, or yeah, that's good, man. Oh, good job, my man. You know, and you know, that's the shit that goes in my mind. So it's like you know, not gonna lie, it bothers the fucking shit out of me, and it's like, that's fantastic. And you're probably thinking in your mind, well, why don't you try using, like, I don't know, changing your voice or something like that, or, you know, try to be more feminine. I'm gonna tell you, I have, in my past, done that. I have done everything you can think of. Every single one of those ideas, I have done it all. But the thing is it's not natural. It's not natural because it sounds weird, it sounds forced, it sounds off. And especially even if you use a voice changer, even if I used my own real voice and tried to change it, it's not something that I naturally use. you know, if I was to try to force it. And the same thing using a voice changer is just fucking stupid idea. You know, it's like, I'd rather just be me. I know I'm a tough person anyway. Like, my personality type is incredibly, like, strong-willed. And I have a very demanding, if not very, you know, commandant kind of voice when I really try to be, you know? And it's like, in a sense, it suits my personality the most, talking like this, you know? That's why it's also the most relaxing, if not sometimes, you know? And I just prefer to be that way. I had to go over many, like, calculations in my mind of what was the best way for me to handle going about streaming. And that's the scenario I came up with. I'm gonna put an arrow next to B2 is store. And that's going to be store, because then I'll know that that's the grocery store. But A2, okay, on the other hand, we have no idea what A2 is. Let's go back. I forgot what A2 was. You know, it's like, it's not what I want, but I can't change the fact that, you know, a lot of my features have changed because of the things that when I was transitioning from female to male. You know, it's like I don't have control over the changes that have happened, you know? It's like I have to get surgeries to fix those errors, you know? But it's only like, what, 2 things? It's really just my face and my voice, that's it, you know? It's not like anything else about me has changed. That's, you know, just... Well, so A2 is the store? Wait, if A2 is the store, then what the hell's B2? Yeah, A2 is the store. What the hell? Yeah, wait, if A2 is the store, then what the hell's B2? Oh, it's a Oh, it's a connection. Oh, it's a connection. So both of them are the store. Oh, okay, alright. Variety gaming is the toughest position to fill in Twitch, especially old games. Yeah, you know, you're right, and this is the reason I've even brought that up too. But the thing is like, I mean, like, think of it like this. I'll tell you why I variety stream. Okay? There's a reason why I do everything the way I do. And trust me when I say I have gone over very, very thorough, like, strategic calculations and, like, analyzing and piecing everything together of, like, how I should be going about streaming. But the reason I go about it the way that I do now, with starting off with the shortest subject of why I do old games, okay? I do old games because, one, it's incredibly expensive to even think about doing modern games. Do you realize, like, the last 5 times I bought a brand new game, there was nobody there to watch it? You know? Silent Hill F, Chronos The New Dawn, frickin' Little Nightmares 3. Like, I don't know, there was, like, what, probably a couple others I could name. You know, those games were like $60, $70, $40, $50 for each one. That was like close to almost $250, $300, and give or take after the taxes was even more than that. There was nobody there. Like, it was like almost a fucking near dead string, like exactly the same way that it was now. And the thing is like, you know, I tried that idea for modern games. And even if I went with Call of Duty Black Ops 7, even if I went with, I don't know, any of the other big game names that are coming out, like Witcher 4, the newest, like, I don't know, something that could be, I could name. The thing is like, brand new games are not what's going to get my name out there. It never helped to begin with, and it's not going to help me again the next time. It's just going to end up wasting a lot of the funds that I could have probably used towards long-term things such as a better microphone, you know, better backgrounds that I can build more than this. Not just one, but more of them, you know? It could help me to buy a month's worth of food to eat better, or even transportation to make my life a little easier rather than just doing what I've been doing as the buses and stuff, you know. But the thing is like I can't always do brand new games because it's going to be way too expensive for one. Secondly, I'm not even big enough of a name to even see the light of day of more than 1 or 2 people for it. And the third thing is like I'm just detrimentally hurting myself even more by trying to do that, you know? And that's just the shortest part. Aside from the fact that like when the competition comes, like everybody and their grandmother, okay, so that's heater room. Okay, C1 is heater room, so what's C2? Is that, given the fact that not just that, but also when people play brand new games, right? I play mostly for... See, even you can understand. If you were to start streaming, you would also be in that same kind of position, you know? I mean, a lot of us are, like everybody and their grandma is, you know? It's too expensive to do all brand new games all the time. And the next thing is that even when a brand new game comes out, let's say it's like 100,000, 200,000 people, you gotta realize that there's like 75,000, maybe 60,000 people who are actually streaming that game all at once. And we're not just talking Twitch, we're talking Kick and even YouTube at the same time. Okay, this is the fan room. So C2 is the fan room. Okay, so I'm gonna put a fan switch. Okay, so now I can go back to the heater room, but let's go check C3. So C2 from C3 is actually cut off. I don't know why they didn't have that marked off. But with 75,000, 80,000 people, so where Windows Meet would be a perfect example of that. You'd be exactly 75,000 to 100,000 people at once streaming a brand new game. And do you think I'm going to be seen? No one's going to scroll about 5 minutes to go through every loading page to see me at the bottom. Even if they swapped it backwards where it's 0 at the top and the highest people at the bottom, there are thousands, maybe hundreds of channels at 0 viewers before they see me who has like 1, and there's like maybe like 15,000 channels that have like 1 viewer, and I'm somewhere scrambled in there. That is the reason why I avoid big games such as Fortnite, Minecraft, Destiny, Call of Duty, freaking any kind of brand new games and stuff like that. If I buy a brand new game, it's because I actually legitimately want to play it. But as for trying to gain an audience, it's fucking impossible. You know, it is borderline impossible. It is like absolutely like not something I can do. So let's see, we want to go to B1. So we go to A2, so we're at A2, we want to go to B1. So let's go to B1 real quick. Let's get this asshole out of my way. Another thing is about why I do variety games, okay? So that was taking care of the subject of why I do old games, or at least ones that are not always brand new. But if there is a brand new game that I do, it's because I legit wanted to play it, right? You know, I wanted to try it out, but this time, the one time that I actually did try it out, you know, with the 5 recent games, that was actually me testing to see if I was going to gain me an audience. That one did not. So, if you're wondering also now about the second part, you know, of why I do variety games, it's the same reason that John Wolfe and probably even a lot of other people who are out there gave up on their career after a long time. Because the thing is, what the hell's the old reliable? Is that the thing is that John Wolfe gave up on doing what he was thriving off of, was indie horror games and horror games and horror games. Because that's what he was known for. That was his niche, right? That's how he gained his name. Was through Five Nights at Freddy's what blew up his channel. You know, I watched him for 10 freaking years. I have seen every single one of his videos. I am the only person who can claim, out of every single person out there who has ever watched John Wolfe, I am the only person who has legitimately seen all of his videos more than several times for each one. Every single one of them, more than several times. He has gained more watch hours out of me than probably hundreds, if not thousands, of his own viewers who have probably only seen one, maybe a handful of his games. I have probably accounted for several thousands of his viewers because I have seen all of his videos from watch 1 all the way from the 0 to the end multiple times on every single one of his videos, you know? And I've done this over the past 10 years, since 2015, you know? And the thing is he gave up on that career because he hated what he was doing. He was not enjoying being, he was not, okay, so I have to draw an arrow right here. This is a fast travel system right here. So I'm going to draw an arrow from here to D1. Okay, so, but the thing is like, you know, he hated those games because he didn't like them. They were not fun to him. Wow, 1192. But he was not enjoying it. And that's why he went off to create a second channel, which is called John 12. And it's not even doing anywhere as good as compared to his other games. I mean, his original channel. And then he also went off to do like Ghostbuster or Ghost, you know, like Ghost documentary crap or something like that. I don't know. But it's what he loves doing. And he also has 2 children now. He has a wife now. You know, I understand his passion has changed, you know? I know, but the thing is that's the thing. I didn't really care about him being a big person. What my goal was, and what I also wanted to share, I didn't love him because he was a big name. I loved him because he was there during a time that I really needed him most. I was in the darkest period of my life. I didn't have anybody there anymore. And I discovered him during a time when I was with my ex, and I watched all of his videos ever since then. It was the one thing she shared with me is I found him through Five Nights at Freddy's. And eventually over time I just fell in love with his videos, and he was relaxing. He wasn't obnoxious, you know, he was himself. He didn't have to be anybody else or pretend to be anybody else. He would speak out his mind. Even against corruption, he has done donations for the LGBT, for homeless kids, for starving people, for war victims, you know? And he's very kind, you know? He's very fair. He does even cosplay in both genders and everything, and he has built a community trying to make it very neutral for everybody to feel safe. And I enjoyed all of his videos because they were just funny and relaxing and, you know, dry humor and sarcastic and just really engaging to me. And I wanted to follow those same footsteps because I didn't care what game he was playing. I only cared that he was the one playing it, you know? That's the reason I loved it so much. And I wanted to one day become somebody like him that people wouldn't care what the game is that I'm playing. They would only care about the fact that I was there to be the one to do it, you know? That it was fun for people because of the fact that I was the one who talked about the life or the game or just making it fun, you know? And sure, I'm not always going to be like the most, you know, like expressive person. But then again, I've seen some more very dull people out there who have actually done it. And it's either that, or you choose the ones who are there screaming in their microphone 24/7 non-stop and trying to hustle you out of your fucking money, trying to get you to subscribe by doing the hype train and the fucking sub goals and subathon this, subathon that. You know, they don't care about you. They care about the money. They don't give a shit about you and if you leave or if you enjoy the videos or not, because they have already got what they wanted. You know, me, I am lucky to even have somebody talk to me half the time. I don't do these videos knowing that people are there actually watching me. I do these videos based upon the idea that people are there to watch them because they want to, you know? People need that initial hook. They've already seen the... That's true. You know, you're right. But, you know, it's like, what else can I do, you know? I mean, to me, it's like, it's not going to always be you know, these old games. Trust me, it's not. But right now I have to go through, you know, little by little of what I can until I get up to the ones that I can, you know. I don't remember if the light's supposed to be on or off. I think it's supposed to stay off. But, you know, the thing is like, you know, I will have modern games at times. I will have competitive games someday. You know, there will be other games out there that are going to be old, and some of them you've never heard about. But the thing is that I have to, you know, put out these kinds of ones because, you know, I'm only doing one-shot takes on them. The only difference why I'm doing repeats on certain ones is because they were completely botched given how much change I've done over the months, you know? But after I finish it, I don't have to worry about doing it again, you know? And eventually I just move on to the next one and the next one, and eventually I'm gonna run out of all these old games, you know? All that's gonna be left is the new ones. And as new ones come out that are really good, I will buy them and play them, you know? Yeah, you're right. You know, he was a lucky one. You know, he was a lucky one. And, you know, just... I don't know. I can only do what I can do. That's all I can do. You know, I can only be me. And I can only be as good as what me is. If this is like the most I'm ever gonna be, you know, eventually then I just... have to, you know, put up my gloves and say that, you know, this is the best shot that I could ever be, and that's it. And, that'll be the end of it. You know, just say I gave it my all and quit at some point if I don't feel like I'm ever gonna grow enough. You know, but for now, I still have the fire in me to still continue and keep on trying more and more and improve more and more, you know? That's all I can do. But, you know, just, we'll see what happens, you know? We'll see what happens. That's about it. You know, I play variety games anyway because because I forgot to mention this. I play variety games because I appreciate all games, because this is actually what I do behind the scenes anyway, and I don't see any point in only just doing just one fucking game or repetitively over and over and over, which is where my love for gaming will die. You know, like I always found that kind of stuff pointless. Why would you want to do something that you don't enjoy love doing, you know? Why would I want to play the same game over and over and over and over just because it gains an audience, such as like Valorant or Fortnite or shit like that? I don't even give a shit about Fortnite. I don't even give a shit about Valorant. I couldn't give a shit about Warframe, for all I care. Or Call of Duty. None of that stuff even appeals to me, you know? Because it's just, I don't know, it's just not good. It's not even that good anymore. And most of it's really just pushing for monetization anyway. And, you know, it's like, to me, why the hell would I want to play something that I don't enjoy just because of the fact that it's actually doing better for viewing and money, you know? That tells you a lot about someone's personality, you know? For me, I stream because of my actual legit love for games. I have told you guys this, that the reason why I do these videos is because I actually legitimately love what I play. You know, if I tell you I hate a game, I tell you I hate a game. And one of those games was Bad Cheese, but that was not something that I discovered myself. Someone recommended that idea to play Bad Cheese, and it was a fucking awful game. I even said it, like, in the video. You could literally see it and hear it in my voice. I was like, this game is fucking absolutely shit. But I'm not gonna waste $13 and not finish it, so I did. You know? But that's the thing, is like, okay, so this is a connective path right here from C4 to B4. And now we just gotta go to B3. But I don't want to have to stream just because of money. It's not why I'm here. A money thing comes and goes in all kinds of ways, and trust me, there was a time in my life where I didn't have to work, and I didn't have to even struggle at all. I didn't even have to work a job for many, many, many years. But the thing is, it's like, I knew exactly what it was like having money. Okay, that's why even if I have it again, with this tent project, why do you think I put so much thousands of dollars into that shit? Is because even if it is illegal, I don't give a crap if it is. The fact is, it's like, I know how to make money if I want to. But the thing is, it's like, was I ready to? Is the question, you know? That's where people misunderstand me, is that I'm not here for working this job just because just because it's a job. Like, I hate my job, for example, but I still work it, and you probably wonder why haven't I moved on from it? It's because I needed peace in my life. You gotta understand, I lost the love of my life, and there's like nothing left of me. Like, I'm an empty shell of who I used to be. I don't smile, I don't laugh, I don't joke around like I used to. I'm not as immature or kiddish as I used to be. I'm always like kind of very serious, if not like a little on the border edge of hostile towards a lot of people when it comes to people who try to antagonize me and stuff. This is not how I used to be. You know, I've changed as a person over the many months because of the things I've gone through with the shitty things with society, right? So B3, was this B2 or B3? Hold on one sec. And I know how to make money. I absolutely do. And I've known what it's like to be very wealthy. But that's why even if I have it again, it means nothing to me, because I'm gonna tell you something. When you have money, but you don't have no people in your life, all that shit means nothing. What's the point of having all of the materialism when there's no one to share your life with? Do you realize that I sit in this room like every freaking single day of my life the past 25 years, and it's like, you know, sure, I could go out, but why would I want to interact with people who are always fake? I can see through every deceitful piece of shit that's outside of my door the instant second that they come and interact with me, you know? So this is the, what do you want to call it? The plant room. We'll call it the plant. Okay? And then I'll circle that. And, you know, the thing is like, why is the light on in here? Oh, no. No, 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 no. The light should not be on in this area. No, 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 no. But, we need to go back, because we cannot traverse this area. The plant room is a big no-no. You cannot go in there with the light on. My thing is like, you know, I needed peace in my life, and that's what my job provided me. It did provide me peace. Even though it's like I hate the customers and everything, I've never felt so at home with the people that I've worked with, you know? Like, they all know me at this place. They all really, truly know me. And I'm not talking just the people I work with. I'm talking about the security guards know me really well. The surveillance knows me really well. The management knows me really well. They both every single person in this casino knows what I'm doing. And I'm not talking just the streaming. I'm talking about even what's going on in that tent. The illegal activity to make money. You know, they all know. They all know the reasons. They all know what I came from. They all know what I've done in my life, you know? And they leave me alone. They don't care. You know why? Because everybody comes from troubles, you know? We all come from troubles in our own way, and I needed a way to heal. Because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready since 2021 of Thanksgiving Day to be able to live again, because something died inside of me back then, and it took me a long time to get that back, you know? But that's why I stayed in my position for so long. You know, I let go of the house and all that stuff, and, you know, let go of all the money and let go of all of the things I cared about, because I just, you know, after she walked out and I'd have no family and no friends and now no lover, it's like I just stopped caring. I mean, I cared that much that I've been single since then. I have been unintimate since then. I have not dated since then. You know? This is what the result of me is. I just realized I'm out of bullets. Ow. Oh, there it is. But you see what I'm saying? You know? And, you know, for me, when it came to streaming, it was to reconnect with life again. With people. To teach them about the reality of life again. You know, to enjoy the moments of things that actually mattered, was sharing actual legit compassion for people. You know, that every person that was coming in here matters, as long as they're not an asshole or a piece of shit or like somebody trying to, you know, exploit me or something like that. You know, it was a place that people can feel themselves, not be judged. You know, relax to an actual game and talk about life, talk about problems, talk about whatever it is. I don't care. You know, because that's something that a lot of people don't have. You know, you try to be like that in a Discord or something like that, and there's some places where you can't be like that. You know? They judge you for it or something like that, or they try to kick you out of there. Say that you're too much drama or too off topic. I don't know. You know? I have seen people try to talk about their problems in a Discord game, and they get shut down very quickly. You know, me, I haven't been in Discord games. Like, I spy on the conversations, but I don't actually interact with them. You know, I just never found a reason to. So the one thing that we're missing right now, I need to go back to, C2. No, not C2. Yeah, no, it's C2. I think it's C2. So we have to go to D3. I could pass this asshole again. But, you know, eventually I'm going to evolve. Okay, it's not going to always be these old games. It will be new ones sometimes. It's not going to be all the time, but it will be sometimes. But what I'm doing in that tent is going to get me to that goal. Okay, you know, if you guys want brand new games, it's going to happen. But financially, I can't do it until I actually do the tent project anyway. You know, so it's like, it's all just a matter of time. I mean, look at how much has happened in the last 8 months since I've been doing this. You know, what started with me when you judge the very first videos that I've done versus now is a massive comparison. It's a very, very big difference, you know? Even all the shit that I've built and bought, big difference. That's why I have to do remakes, because it's that much of a dramatic difference that my old videos are completely like shit. Anything that predated Alan Wake, like literally any video that predated Alan Wake, the first Alan Wake, all of them are shit at that point, you know, before that. Like, you see what I'm saying? You know, I used to also get upset in those videos and stuff, and don't get me wrong, I get upset sometimes, like even in Lies of P, like at the most recent video at the very end, because some bullshit about the animation happened or something, you know? But my thing is like, eventually there's going to come a time, okay? Well, it could be a month from now, it could be 2 months from now, it could be by next year, that all of these old games are going to be done, you know? There's only so many of them that I go through, you know? It's going to have a limit at some point. Eventually all I'm going to have is the brand new games. And trust me, I want to play brand new games, but I can't afford to. I can't even afford the Nintendo Switch number 2. I can't even get the PS6 if it came out right now, you know? And that's the thing, is that's why I had to take all this investment towards the route of that tent, you know? So I can provide all that stuff. And in the meantime, I start off small, build as much of a community as possible. So by the time I get up to that big point, right, with all the important games and stuff, that perhaps... Okay, this is not the right room either. What the hell is going on? Okay, so maybe it's C1. I know that, like, I've been wandering around talking and stuff, but I cannot find this room. It's a very specific room that's supposed to turn off the fucking plant creatures. But, you know, it's not like it was a waste. I mean, I was really talking, and, you know. But you see what I'm saying? Like, I want many changes now because I'm ready for those changes. but I wasn't ready back then. You know, just now I'm ready to leave this job soon. You know, I'm finally ready to move on, ready to finally start implementing what I really wanted to do in life. You know, it's just I needed to find the willpower to, the motivation, the fire, you know, because I was too dead inside to give a shit. But now I'm starting to get that kindle again. And trust me, sometime in the future, when things start really kicking off, it's gonna be a whole different game changer, you know, of what I do. Very different, you know. And I didn't have to exploit people for their fucking money like these other streamers and shit. Turn it off. Yeah, keep it off, please. So I can go through that stupid room like I'm supposed to. I hate people who write. Just so you guys know, I can't stand fucking any streamer that writes the word subathon in their fucking list. Because I know exactly the reason they do it. Me, I play these games knowing if there's 0 people watching. Literally. I literally stream every game with the thought in my mind no one's gonna be watching. That's why I just talk to myself the whole time. And you're right, see? It's about money, right? Because that's the whole purpose of what subathon is. Hype train and all that shit. You know? And like, it's just nonsense. All nonsense. So we go from C4 to B4. Okay, so this will lead us to the plant room. It'll take us to C4, and then we have to take the route from C4 to C3, and that's the plant room, and that'll lead us to the near-end game boss. But you know, it's like, I want people to remember also why games are very important, okay? What they were supposed to initially be, you know? Like, it's not about money, okay? Nowadays, games are about money. Call of Duty's a great example. Frickin' Assassin's Creed Odyssey was a great example. You know, fucking Genshin Impact. Probably every gacha game you could ever name. Literally all great examples. Even the Life is Strange games, okay? I don't like it because yes, and I'm saying that, like, you know, it's like all these games, monetization here. Oh, look, at the top of the screen, you can buy 20, if not 30 different, you know, parts to your front of your boat for Black Flag, or you can buy different flags for your ship in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, or you can buy for $15 a new set of crew members that have different skins. For your crew on Black Flag of Assassin's Creed, okay, or even in Odyssey, they did the same shit. You see what I'm saying? You see what games have turned into? You know? Gacha, like, oh, you want this special character? Well, guess what? It eradicates the last special character that you thought was overpowered, and not to mention it's about 500 summons for a guarantee, and that's like, what, $20 for every set of 10, so you're spending like several $1,000s for a guarantee on this character that is a 0.25% chance of actually being gained, which most of the companies actually lie about the algorithm. It's not a 0.25, it's often a 0.025, you know? I mean, like, I'm not kidding. This is what life has turned into, and there's young kids out there who literally say that they're actually okay with spending their whole entire paycheck trying to get this character because, oh, that's, you know, what they care for. But they don't realize that when the game is gone, you know, that character and all the thousands of dollars they spent, out the window, you know? And what if everybody leaves the game, like how every gacha only lasts like 4 months on the average, if not 2 months? Because literally by the time it releases, within 2 to 4 months, like everybody that you used to talk to in the Discord or if otherwise try to play with has lost interest or otherwise left and moved on to another game. And this is what I'm saying, you spent all that money for a game for what? You know, you see this one person in your chat room who spent thousands of dollars, he's like on the #1 leaderboard, and guess what? Does anyone give a shit after a couple months? They might cheer for you because you're part of the same guild and you're actually winning during the time, but then by the time everybody's gone and you have a dead guild, does anybody give a shit about that person? No. You know? And that's the same reason why I play these games, all of them, one by one, is because I want you to see that you can enjoy games in all kinds of ways, and they don't always have to be the modern ones or the old ones. They don't always have to be like the popular ones, you know? There's all kinds of good games out there. All kinds. And it doesn't always have to be the same shit just because everybody else is doing it, you know? You should be able to enjoy games because you really enjoy it. Like, look at Paper Mario Origami King. That was a really fun game. It was very adorable, you know? It was long and tedious, and it's not something anybody would stream on Twitch, but it was actually caring. It was very cute, and it made me appreciate Mario even more because of how much his personality was so different in that game, you know? That's what I'm saying. These are the reasons I stream these kinds of games, is to give a different outlook about content. What content should be like, you know? You're Professor Ruffleberg, aren't you? Yeah. Why, yes. And you're Siri. I've been watching you through the monitors. You're quite an adventurer. You have the same spirit that inspired me to create this world. Oh, actually, he's an old man. Of course, that was years ago. And now, everything is out of whack, and Carltron is on the loose. Carltron? He's the big guy in the tuxedo who showed me the door. Why, yes. Carltron is my automated servant, or at least he was. Guess I don't think it has to be. Yeah, you know, that makes sense. You know, they want to see something that maybe they enjoy being shared, you know? And, you know, I never really get any recommendations from people. I mean, when's the last time I got a game recommendation from anybody, you know, besides somebody who was trying to collaborate with me or otherwise trying to, you know, I don't know, freaking give an idea to throw out there, and the last time I did it was Bad Cheese, and that was a terrible idea. I mean, I'm always going to find all the good ones somehow. You know, I'm still going to attempt to do brand new games, just until I see a really good potential brand new game. You know, I want to make sure that the next time I buy it, it's not going to be something that's going to go to waste. You know? Oh, yes, Carltron, my automated servant, or at least he was. I constructed Carltron in order to do the household chores. You know, tidy up, greet guests, pay the bills, let the cat out, clean the gutters, and I made him so smart that he could play chess and give me a run for my money. But as the years wore on, Carltron got tired of being a servant. He decided to turn the tables and take over. First, he sabotaged the experiment that left us all stranded on this world of our imaginations. Then he schemed and schemed and schemed until he finally made his move. We used this machine of mine to come to Evermore. And when Carltron took over, he used it to threaten the lives of my friends. Carltron is an insidious mechanoid, quite mean indeed. He said that he'd destroy the planet if I did not make robot clones of my friends, and with these clones leading to the lands of Evermore, Carltron would be in control, but thanks to you, Carltron has been thwarted at every turn. Now he has retreated to the chamber in the center of Omnitopia. Of course, he is probably hatching another evil plan as we speak. Aha, I finally caught it. Oh wait, well, kind of. If I actually try to edit it right now, it'll actually freeze the game, but World of Warcraft is probably the best example. We can play. Ah, fuck! I missed one. Whatever. But you know, you're right. You know, not everybody plays the game, but some people enjoy watching it. And you're right. When you do see an indie game, you've probably seen them all. You know, but I mean, some of them are fun. You know, some, not all of them. Just, I don't know. It's like I only have a select few of indie games that, but this is the one and last time here. Hey, I'm all good with it. If you decide to lurk and you're still here, I appreciate it either way for, you know, stopping in to say hello after, it's probably been about a couple months since I've seen you, but it was really, really pleasure meeting you again. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you. And there's a special item on Evermore that is the key to entering Carltron's chamber. The item is an energy core at the base of the chessboard. If you can retrieve this device, you will be able to confront Carltron and stop him. I'll give you access to the core from my control board. So you remember that core that I've been talking about, like over and over and over? Aha, see, I told you. There it is. Now we gotta go back there. And you remember that room that was back in A1 when we first came to the space station? It was like the machine that I told you that I was going to come back to, and I told you guys to memorize it. That is where that item goes. You'll find a hatch that leads to an escape pod in the next room. You can use the pod to return to Evermore and get the core. Well, we have one final item to retrieve, and then we're gonna go fight the final boss, and basically after that, it's time to literally end The Secret of Evermore for the second time on a remake video, and this will be the last time I ever play The Secret of Evermore. So, I hope you guys enjoy it either way. Before you go, let me give you a special alchemy formula. You need a meteorite and a dry ice, and the formula will recreate a call bead. Well, unfortunately for you, I don't need any call beads. If you need my help, toss a call bead to the ground and I'll be there. Would you like to save your progress? God, when's the last time I actually had to save my progress? We'll do an unofficial save, by the way. There we go. Let's see. So, we have that color. This is about 14,000, so we'll definitely buy a couple of these. And as for anything else, is there anything else that we can buy? Not that I see. Alright, well let's change gear and let's go grab that damn energy core. Can you imagine if I fought the final boss wearing that shit? My defense going from 124 down to 3. Oh my god. I think I would die so quick. You're probably thinking in your mind, why don't you just do it since you're such a sadist? Or was it a masochist? Masochist. But unfortunately to say, it's actually probably not even possible. You would have to be like super good at dodging in this game to be able to pull that shit off. Just saying. Okay, so we need to head back to the chessboard because this is the last time we have to go back out there, and then we're gonna go fight the final boss as soon as we come back with that item. The chessboard is... Let me see, where the hell is the freaking chessboard anyway? It is located... right here. And we want to go to this one. So is this Nobilia, or is this... Yeah, this is Nobilia. But if I go here... I wonder what's like the fastest way back to the chessboard. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Because the thing is that if I want to go back to the chessboard, right? Technically, it would actually be going from one forest to the second forest. Oh shit, do I really want to do that? Is there another teleportation spot? No. Okay, well then we're just gonna have to go to this one. We don't have a choice. We have to take the long route, unfortunately. If I'm lucky, I might be able to take the drawbridge instead. Just wish that there was like a little bit of a faster shortcut to be able to do that, because seriously, it's such a pain in the ass to even go through this area once again. Alright, well let's go grab the rest of our items. And then we're going want to make sure we are equipped to the weapon that we actually need is the bazooka. And we want to go to this one right here. I didn't even know that you can actually hold more than 90. Apparently you can actually go to 120, probably even up to 999 for all I know. Okay, well let's go back out and let's go find the other side of the chessboard because we need to put an end to the Secret of Evermore. That way we can call it a night. I mean, as much as I would love to just continue playing new game after new game after new game, I want to eat some food. You know? We all do. I wouldn't mind having enough time to watch John Wolf, because every time I watch one of his videos, I fall asleep within like not even 40 minutes because of my exhaustion. Okay, so the quickest way back would actually have to be through the long way. Oh man. Oh well, we're gonna have to run back to the chessboard anyway. But isn't there supposed to be a bridge? No, I guess we will have to run through the forest. Okay, so I remember where it is. It's right about at the bottom of the staircase. And it's next to the one that has a very funny looking bush. It's right about down here. Okay, so you see this like funny looking bush. Well, actually this is not the funny looking bush. There's supposed to be one with a funny looking bush. Oh, this is the marketplace. Oh, they shut off, they closed. Oh, this is not Ebon Keep. This is Ivor Tower. Oh shit, we're at Ivor Tower. I thought that the teleportation system takes me back to Ebon Keep. Oh, well then I know we're exactly where we are. So we're gonna have to go back to the castle. I must have taken a different type of teleportation. I wonder if the drawbridge works though. Makes me curious if it does. The only thing about some of these old SNES games, they didn't think about things like fast travel systems and stuff like that. You had to always take the long route. Fortunate to say. Alright, well let's go up here. Oh, this is Ebon Keep. This is Ebon Keep. I was thrown off because all of the citizens from Ivor Tower transferred over to Ebon Keep. Oh, I see. But the thing is that also makes me debate the question if the drawbridge is working. Because I know that we can take the sewage system back, which will lead us back to where we need to go, is to Ivor Tower's chessboard. So let's grab out the axe, right? The special axe. This is not the atomic one, it's the Night Basher. I don't know why it has to be a specific axe. Why can't it just be just any axe? You know? I also felt like doing, just so you guys know tonight, well, if I have the energy and I'm up for it, I'm actually going to continue the rest of the Silent Hill 2 remake. I was waiting for the right time to actually continue another video of that. And then... Wait, where the hell is this? Is this... Oh, that's right. I remember this. Okay, well, I am actually very, very, very upset about that. Oh my god, I am so tired. Okay, there it is. It's right here. I have to run back through all of that shit again. But what about the drawbridge? Wasn't there supposed to be a drawbridge? Okay, so I got the energy core. Now I have the way to the final boss. Welcome, my friend. I don't get many visitors down here. That annoying foot knight usually scares them away. I've got an alchemy formula that you should find quite useful. Force field will fend off an enemy's strong blow. Fends off only the next attack, though. Well, we don't need levitate, right? Because levitate's pretty much useless at this point. So where is HIJKLs? Okay, so let's get rid of that one and let's grab force field. Yeah, that one. And we'll purchase as many ingredients as we can. He has grease. I'll just buy a few because we probably don't need that many. And now we just gotta run back over to... I wonder if I can use the escape spell. Can I use the escape spell to get the hell out and go back to, like, city? It doesn't work! No, I have to run. I found it. I am so glad that I chose the correct route when I was back at the forest, because I swear to god if I went back to the chessboard, oh, I would have lost it. We are finally done, officially, with all the freaking going back and forth. Oh my god. It's time. It's time. We're finally off to the final boss. Okay, so how do I get back to space again? Yes, Omnitopia. Take these off before I look ridiculous for the rest of the video. I only wear these whenever I cannot read what's on my TV. From that TV. Behind me. TV. Not this TV. We shall do an unofficial save. Because I am not going to go back through all that shit again. I don't give a crap. Energize. Okay, well, wait. Oh, he's got energize. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. We want that. Yeah. That's gonna make me super powerful. It's gonna make dog or god super powerful. We shall buy. And does dog have a new collar? Oh, he does. Holy crap, he does. Oh shoot, I didn't even know. Okay, so this is where we leave out to the end game, right? But we have to backtrack over to A1's territory. So we need to backtrack all the way back to A1. And that will get us back to the final boss. You little shit. I can't even see him because I see what you guys see and what I see is not helping me. Aha. Okay, so A3 goes back to B3. Okay, so we gotta take B3. And we gotta run through this hell trap. Very sneaky. I am very sneaky, like a ninja, like a shadow in the night. Can you get up that stupid thing? Okay, so from B3 we need to go to B4, which will take us to C4. Nice. And now from B4 to C4, and then we gotta go to C3. We're almost there. We're almost to the end of the game. Lot of traveling. Okay, so now we're at C4 to C3. Just have to wait for the dog to kill this stupid whatever this thing is. Am I even really doing much damage to him? I hate that thing. I hate it so much. Always hated it. Okay, so we're at C3. C3 will go to D3. Which we cannot do because the goddamn thing is in the way. Piece of shit. I have a lot of games I gotta do after this. So many. Unreal. It's like never ending. Okay. Now we go from here to D1. Okay. No, not you. God damn it. Dog, I really need your help over here. Okay, you're right here. Yeah, I need your help, dog. Okay, now come on. Help me out. I am dying for help right now. That was a nice hit. I like how he does like literally 0 damage to the dog. There we go, very nice. Okay, we're at D1. So D1 goes to C1, and C1 to C2, and then to B2, and then the B1, and then A1. Oh, what a puzzle. This is why I wrote the map down. This is why I had to draw a map, is because this is the tedious shit that you guys would be going through if you didn't have a map like I do. Okay, C1 to C2. Not you again. Will you go away? Why are you always here? Why? Leave me alone. God damn. I hate that thing so much. I hate it. Just fucking choke on... Go Beyblade somewhere else. Fucking Beyblade. Okay, so we're at C2. C2 goes up north to B2, and from B2 goes to A2, which goes to A1. And of course he's in my way for one last final time. This is the last one I have to kill in this area. Okay, we're here. We're here. Holy shit. Oh my god, we're actually here. Oh, all running through back and forth in the forest. I did an unofficial save. But running back and through the forest non-stop, back to back, was absolutely exhausting. And not to mention now having to run through that space station and realizing how complicated the route is. But we're here, we're done. We just gotta go put that thingy-mabobber in here. I just gotta find out how I get back to the thingy-mabobber. It's right here. Literally right here. Yes, please. Is this the final boss? Is this the final boss? It is! Yes! Okay, save. God damn it. God, you and I are going to have a time of our life, my friend. we are going to put on Energize on you, and then we're going to put on Regrowth on you, or I guess me. But yeah, Dog is going to be powerful. Oh my god, look at the damage he does. 1394, holy shit. Wow, God is empowered. Like, he is truly, like, so powerful. Oh my... I can't even do anywhere close to that kind of damage if I wanted to. That's insane. I should really make sure that boy doesn't die. Okay, so we gotta go back to boy, right? So go back to boy, and we're going to heal boy. And turn all this shit off. And now God is going to heal everybody. So first off, let's put Energize on the boy. And then we're gonna put Energize on me. This is it. Oh, 1800 damage? What? This is why God is literally called God. Because he is so powerful. Holy shit. Okay, we need to heal, God. Oh my god, God is so stupidly strong. Look how fast his charge attack is. Jesus Christ. Oh, Blue, the freaking machine trying to clean him up. Okay, here we go. I missed. Uh-oh, my Energize is out. Gotta put it back on. Put it on boy. And then put it on me. As God. Damn. He is powerful. It just amazes me every time. Holy crap, 1500, 15 something, Jesus. I told you that Energize and the dog is like insane, and if you mixed it with like Atlas and shit, oh yeah. God is like literally overpowered. Okay, let's heal boy. And then let's heal God. And then let's also put Energize on God. Well, we'll do it on Siri first. And then we'll put it on God. Damn. Kill the spiders. Ha 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 ha. That is why he's known as God. Because his power is just stupid. Shit. God's down. Oh no, he's not. Boy's about to go down though. Oh, it's because God's dead. I like glitched it. I need to put like barrier on both of them or something, because like this shit's like getting out of hand. Okay, let's do life spark. Okay, now Jesus Christ. Why did I hit so hard? We want barrier, for sure. Okay, we need barrier. So force field and barrier. Then we want to energize. First would come boy. And then we're gonna put it on dog. Then we're gonna kill the shit out of these enemies. There's so much activity going on screen, it's insane. Nice. They are so powerful, my god. I couldn't imagine fighting this by hand. Like, literally doing this with a melee weapon, I couldn't imagine. I would have so much trouble trying to hit them with the spear. If I was trying to do, like, spear throwing and shit. Okay, let's, put energize on the boy. And then we're gonna put it on, God. Nice. Get the stupid little spiders. Told you, like, when there's so much activity going on, this is like what happens in the game. What's going on? What the hell's that? Oh shit. We need barrier. We need barrier on God. This is a final boss fight, so it's like, of course it's gonna be stupidly hard, right? Nice. I'm gonna want energize again. No! It's a second God. Oh, no. I don't want to. Okay, so we're gonna need, I'm gonna put regrowth on Siri. And then, oh, nice, nice. And then we're gonna put energize. I know you're spamming the crap out of energize because it freaking goes out quick, you know? You have to do that. Nice hit. Yeah, God versus God is like, my God's stronger. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Damn. God is like so destroying the shit out of all of them. Oh my god. What the hell is that? Definitely use barrier. Okay, and then we're also going to put energize on reinitializing it. And then let's also put reinitialize, yeah. Damn, I'm destroying him. Oh, I just realized why the boy isn't attacking, because he has energize. That's right, it doesn't work with the bazooka. Oh, he has to have the sword. Okay, so let's put the, what was it called? It was like the neutron blade? I think it's like the neutron blade. Yeah, I think it's neutron blade. That's why he wasn't attacking. He's doing 1 damage. 1 damage. Oh no. He's just spamming the shit out of that fucking 1 damage blade. Boy has not become main character anymore. Oh my lord. think I should not put energize on him anymore. Barriers off. We could definitely... Okay, so first off, we're gonna go put him back on the freaking bazooka. Okay, he needs the bazooka, but we're just not gonna put energize on the boy. Because it actually stops him from attacking. Oh, that's the final boss! Oh shit, official save. Okay, unofficial save, we need to... let's see. Okay, so boy needs to put on barrier. And then I need to put on energize for me. Just hurt the shit out of him. And then we're gonna put force field on that one. Jesus, the damage that dog does is just fucking crazy. And then just put it on him. I am hurting the shit out of this boss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna put barrier again. Down. Down. I wrecked him. Holy crap, I wrecked him. Whitewashed me. God wrecked the freaking crap out of him. Oh my god. I am telling you that God is like such a powerful character at the end game. It is insane what he can do. Like, that energize mixed with God is like him on fucking overpowered steroids, you know? He is just stupidly strong. Carlton has left the building. Barrier has worn off. It looks like his insidious villain days are over. So, Professor, what's going to happen to Evermore now? That's a good question. I'm not sure. It was Carlton's influence that created the evil elements on Evermore. Now that he's unplugged, I would suspect that these elements should be going away. You can take a look for yourself. I'll virtually put you into a scene with my Project-O-Matic Zaptron simulator. Let's see here. Twist this knob and pull this lever. Yes, that should do it. I think we're looking at what's going on around the world right now. Everything's kind of like going into destruction at this point. So like all of the people we've interacted with are pretty much going to be seeing their world go poof. I don't care about the creatures, they can all die. Oh yeah, everything's going chaos right now. Whoa, it looks like the big battle scene on Monster Quake down there. Yes, I believe that Evermore is on a collision course for destruction. With Carlton's influence gone, the imbalance of the world is completely offset. The only way to reverse the problem is to remove our own influence on the world. We have to leave now and take our friends with us. Or Evermore will be nevermore forevermore. Wow. That is very cheesy. Will you stop pacing back and forth? Why do old people do this? Old people do this shit. They fucking waste your time. Oh. My thought process is, oh, that's right, that's literally old people. And then pacing back and forth like this old man wasting my freaking time. Okay, we gotta go back downstairs and basically go get everybody. Let's see. Integrate this function, differentiate that result, and take the eigen vector here, invert it, and carry the 3. Your chances for success are roughly zip. Well, I don't give a crap about your successes in your mathematics. Let's go get our friends. This is all just a cutscene. We don't have to actually do anything. Thank God I don't have to do anything. This is all literally the end game. I can just set down my controller and not do a dang thing. I could just drink some juice. I need some water. I'll let the old people talk. No offense to any of you who are old out there, but old people in games, they love to fucking talk. And extensively, should I say. Okay, now I can do some voice acting. You will always have a home here, Fire Eyes. Off we go to go grab the others. Into the wild blue yonder. Oh no, more old people. You know exactly what's going to happen. I believe these quakes are worse. I think you are right, my friend. People haven't started to panic yet, but if things don't improve, blah blah blah, chaos, I say. Horace. Sounds, lad. Take it your time now, what is it? Evermore is coming apart, we've gotta leave. Leave? We should stay and help these people. But we're the problem, we don't belong here anymore. The longer we stay, the worse it will get. Horace, if the boy is right, you should leave immediately. He's like, I want you to stay, but no, you leave, goodbye. As you are, Horace Highwater, it has been an honor knowing you. These guys are all just a simulation. Like, they're not even real. Like, what does it matter if like they're gone? They're not even real. What you thought was real was really just programming. Okay, I know that Detroit Become Human becomes like kind of like the reason why AI is going to be like, you know, a big deal. Oh dear, I'm so scared. Camellia, we have to go. Evermore is shaking apart, no time to explain. Camellia, my sweet, don't leave me. You heard the boy, you can have the castle. She's like, forget this old dude. I don't need him and his old D. I spent enough time around your wrinkly ass. All I cared about was your money. And now we're back at space. Everybody's here. Everybody's ready to go. My eyes are shaky. Hurry, friends. We've got to get back to Podunk. We're running out of time. Goodbye, Carlton. I'll see you on the other side. Why would you take the butler with you? He's literally a psychopathic maniac. He tried to cause destruction and created evil twins. Where is Siri? There is not much time. I hope that he makes it. Let's go, God. Come on. Forget about the cat. We've got to go back to Podunk. What cat? Nice. We're back home. Whoa, that was intense. Hi, God. It's good to see that you're back to normal. Everything is normal. Good old Podunk. Nothing strange here. I wonder if that whole adventure was just a product of our overly active imaginations. Wow. I think we've got our answer. Well, we're safe and home, friends. That was a close call. It certainly was. Now a new adventure begins in this real world. It's not 1965 anymore, you know. I know that was the time to go, but I'm going to miss my village. And I will miss my kingdom. I wonder what will become of Evermore. It will vanish. Well, we have finally made it to the final video of The Secret of Evermore for the remake. And I'm really happy that I finally got it over with and done. I mean, this is, like I said, one of my all-time favorite games. But unfortunate to say, it will be the last time I ever played The Secret of Evermore. Because now, with all the amazing, things that I want to do in the future, and all the brand new games that I'll have to be doing as a future streamer, in the future as a streamer, I won't be able to return back to these games anymore, because I don't really play games off stream anymore. I play them all on stream. And now, I get to close the book of a game that I loved and grew up with, and it will always have a special place in my heart as, I actually have the physical copy of this game sitting over there, and it's always going to be a nice little childhood memory. But now that this is in good quality, I don't ever have to worry about remaking it ever again. And there's so many amazing games out there that I have to freaking show all of you. And now that I get to do it in better quality, I can feel confident in myself to finally put all that stuff out there. I held back on so many games because I was so concerned about needing to make everything perfect. Now that I feel like I'm actually at that perfect level, sure, I don't have the big old flashy background with the nice big bedroom and the mansion home that everybody gets to have in their freaking background. But the thing is I feel comfortable enough with all the things that I have done so far that any videos that I make from forth on will be good. You don't have to look at my bed in the background or the big old curtain in the background. It looked always a little cheesy, a little amateur, and I really enjoyed this game so much. This is probably well over the 50th time I played it in my lifetime, and it never ever ceases to hold a special place in my heart because of the music, because of the storyline, because of the nostalgia, the things that I went through in my life when I was playing them each year. That's why it'll always be a special thing to me. And I'm glad I got to share it with you guys in the better quality finally. Now we can close this book and call it our third finished game of the week. You know, that's pretty good. And now I have about, what, 3 other games that are about to chain off back to back, maybe 4 other games that are about to chain off back to back that are going to come to an end. I mean, literally, I timed all of these games back to back pretty well. I don't do it intentionally, but just somehow it happens. And now we'll be having all these brand new games coming in soon. You know, I don't really intend to make all of them the long games. I'll like have a couple of games that are going to be long, but I don't want to get stuck with like every single game as a long game. I just want to have like maybe one long game and a bunch of short games. You know, some of them are going to be brand new games. Some of them will be one-time video shots only. They won't have a part 2, you know? But either way, I'm glad that you guys got to experience this with me. And I have everything to thank for that raid earlier. And, you know, those who stuck around for the short time that they did, I always appreciate it either way. For you just stopping in to say hello and to show that, you know, you still remember that I'm here. And I appreciate that. You know, those of you on Twitch, those of you on YouTube, those of you on Kick, I thank you all for everything. And I feel like now I can feel... I don't remember this. Maybe because I never stick around long enough to actually see the end of it. I usually stop the intro. I mean, I usually close out the game immediately. And no more plans for world domination, okay? Good. What? Is he... He's like, yeah, I'm a fly. This is what flies do. Flies love to do this. Yes, yes. Oh, flies love to do this. Yes. Oh, I'm going to take your dinner. But either way, thank you so much for always joining me in these videos. And when I come back, I'll probably have the energy tonight to at least do one video tonight. But if I do, it's most likely going to be probably either Silent Hill 2 Remake to continue this series. Because or should I say, you know, the series of videos. Otherwise, if I'm not in the mood for the Silent Hill 2 remake, let me find out. Let's see what the hell we have on this list that's probably needing to be knocked off. As I told you guys, Elden Ring has been held off for over a month. The reason why is because the Lies of P came in, it was on the PlayStation Plus, and it was only a matter of time before it was taken down off of the PlayStation Plus. I have one final video to do on that game. It's literally just to go to the final area, beat up the final boss, and the game is over. It may be actually a really short video, depending on how long it takes for me to beat him. But now that the Lies of P will come to an end, in the next time, it basically leaves me open to go back to Elden Ring, which is going to be my very first time beating the game. In the four videos that I've done for Elden Ring, I've pulled off some shit that I've never seen anyone ever do. Not at least as any of the streamers I've ever watched, and not even the biggest YouTubers I've ever seen has ever pulled off some of the things that I've done without like severely upgrading or leveling their characters. You know, like the massive dragon that was up in the sky. There was like this corrosive, massive abyssal demon or something like that that people said I was not going to ever be able to beat. I showed that he can be beaten, even at the very beginning of the game. You know, there's like a lot of things. So I'm excited to return back to Elden Ring. I remember exactly where I left off is right after I killed Renala, the queen, or at least kicked the shit out of her. The Ghost of Yotai is really close to the end, and I do mean it is so close to the end. It's getting pretty much like the last 2 videos left in the game, probably, and it'll pretty much be end game at that point. So, you know, that'll be another 2 additional games that will be completed. Chronos: The New Dawn has one final video. You know, Ico probably has about one final video. I probably will not do the continuation of Parasite Eve 2 because honestly, the game is just. Parasite Eve 2 was a massive disappointment, as you guys know, and Parasite Eve 1, I will do a future remake on it eventually, and hopefully this time I'll actually build the character properly this time. But that will come in a time way later. I will eventually finish the Hollow Knight Silk Song as much as that game has tried to attempt to drive me to insanity. But the thing is that with me beating the Bow Path of the Teal Lotus recently, which was actually way harder of a game than the original Hollow Knight, and was the inspirational idea of why Hollow Knight Silk Song was so difficult, is because Bow Path of the Teal Lotus. But in the recent playthrough of Bow Path of the Teal Lotus, it taught me to realize that I really kind of need to take some time in Hollow Knight Silk Song to kind of go do some side quests, get a little bit stronger, get some new attack moves and, tools, and be able to make my fights a little bit easier, because I've been really just going off of raw attacks and raw dodges. I haven't really been using anything like tools or special upgrades and stuff like that. So that's kind of the reason why I've made the game so much harder on myself. So I've really gone through it just using basic attack, and beating the crap out of everything I've come across, even through for the frustrations that I have. But I made it harder on me by doing that, But I will be doing it slowly if I go back to Hollow Knight Silk Song. It's not going to be something I push towards. It's going to be more of a filler content. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, which is a very, very amazing hidden gem game, very fun. It's not old. It was actually like the newest one, but it was made like, I don't know how many years ago, but it was like probably within 5 years ago or something like that. And it was just really fun game, very kiddish, but at the same time, very fun. It just reminded me a lot of Maple Story, but a lot of amazing music and vibe to the game. If you have never ever played Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, it's something that will cheer you up if you're ever in a bad mood. It's just that good. I will also use that as a filler content. If I ever do continue Parasite Eve 2, it's going to be a filler content. Ico is a filler content, and it's probably 1 or 2 videos away from being done. So those are your filler contents: as Monster Boy, Ico, Parasite Eve, Hollow Knight Silk Song. Comes at random times, may take weeks if not months to finish because I don't intend to push towards them. So it narrows down the game list that after I finish Lies of P, The Ghost of Yotai, and then Chronos the New Dawn, that's going to knock off like 3 games, plus there's like 1 following right after it. So it'll only leave me left with 4 games that I have left on the list that was supposed to be finished, was Elden Ring, Assassin's Creed Mirage, which I'm really only using as a filler content, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, which I'm also using as kind of like a filler content. And then there's like Silent Hill F, which I have shoved down to the very bottom of the list because the game was very disappointing to me. It wasn't scary at all, and it just definitely did not hit the same that I wanted it to. But I will use that as a filler content. So really and truly, I only have like maybe 2 games that are actually a part of the official rotation, is Elden Ring and probably even Silent Hill 2 Remake. And that leaves everything else is now at this point a filler content, with the other remaining games about to end. So it brings a lot of room in for brand new games to come in. And I'm probably going to make at least one of them brand new game, one of them probably an indie horror game. And so that way there's always one game that's always going to be super fast to finish. There's always going to be one game that's going to be like pretty lengthy or brand new. And then I'll probably have always like one really, really good RPG game that probably no one has played or otherwise doesn't know about it. And because I actually find it worth it, And so we'll see what happens. There's going to be a lot of games coming in. I just don't know which ones yet. But do know that there is going to be a lot more shorter games coming up, because I don't want to have stupidly long games back to back to back to back to back. in the part of the rotation. But either way, let's get some rest. And I will see you guys in the next video, probably tonight, and we'll see what we end up playing. Sound good? Thank you for joining me, and everybody have a good night. See you later, Era, and I will see you also those on YouTube. So, see you there in the next video. Take care, everybody.